Good morning, besties. I can't hear anything. Let me know if you hear that, because I can't hear anything. It's not working. If it ain't one damn thing, it's something the hell else. So my oh, you know what? I forgot to put my necklace on. My AirPods must be dead. Deader than a doornail, because y'all ain't nothing coming up out of that bitch. Hold on a second. Shout out to y'all. Let me know if you can hear me. I brought the mic closer today. I probably shouldn't, because I'm already going to be ranting. I'm going to tell you that right now. It'll be a miracle in front of the Lord God. Praise the Lord. All right. I don't know why it's not connecting. Anyway. Oh, you hear it? Okay. Am I loud? Am I too loud? I can push it away. Anyway. Good morning, y'all. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's 11 o'clock, but y'all, I had to go to the gym. I've done 3 workouts today, and after this, you know what's next? Oh, I forgot to get this. Oh, y'all, listen, it'll be a miracle if we make Stephen A. Smith and Anton today. I'm going to tell you that right now. It will be a miracle if we make it to Stephen A. Smith and Anton today, because I've seen so much crap. I am triggered yet again. So let me go ahead and thank everybody who has called to check on me. I appreciate y'all, just to see how I'm doing, to make sure I'm good after that live stream with the mothers and the triggering and all that type of stuff. And after, having the time off, even though I was supposed to be in the Caribbean and it didn't work out through this bullshit with the TSA work, not the TSA workers, but y'all know what I mean, with all that bullshit that's going on, right? So I appreciate y'all. So thank you so much. Thank you, Reaper. I don't know if he's here for helping. Oh, I see you. Helping with the router situation. So hopefully it's a done deal. You should have seen me sitting up here trying to put that damn thing together. You're like, oh, it's easy. It was not for me. I called Verizon. I said, y'all, what the fuck? Send me a new modem router additional whatever it is. They said, girl, you don't need that. And I was like, all right, we'll see. All right. So today's the day that we shall see. Look, you remember this? I'm looking at myself, right? Remember when I had the surgery done here? The thing busted open. Shout out to Kofa for the A&D ointment. I'm just scratching it. It must have been a scab. Like, it's been like 4 months, a scab. I scratched it, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, it's open. What the hell kind of shit is that? All right, I just put some A&D on it, so hopefully that's all good, because I'm not trying to go to the doctor. Go back to see the dermatologist. Anyway, I got issues, y'all. You just don't know. I got issues. That's for me. I got issues. All right, anyway, but before we get into it, though, shout out to Anton. I know all his people are hating, and I love that for them. Hating on the fact that, how does this man get to go to be on Stephen A. Smith? I know he a coon, too. He a coon. What are the words? He a white supremacist talking points. He don't know. He was also talking about GSE. Where y'all at? Oh yeah, following Anton and everything that he does. Okay, yeah, Anton is the problem. Shout out to Anton, because you already know, because Anton said, and Anton must have been saying a lot last night, because I had somebody reach out to me and say, did you see it? Nah, I ain't see it. We'll put it for the show tomorrow. Meaning today. Hopefully we get to it. I don't know how much time y'all got, but I got to go to Dollar General. I might have to go, and I was supposed to buy a phone the other day. Buy a new phone. This is a 12, right? I was supposed to go buy a phone. Well, that's my grandson. I was supposed to go buy a phone the other day, and they didn't have any. Like, what kind of shit is that? How do you sell the new phone and he ain't got none? Because y'all done already went and got them. This is why I don't need no damn phone. This is why I don't need no new damn phone, child. I gotta be chasing y'all to find a phone. I don't believe in chasing down people to spend money. That's just how I do things, right? I'm not begging you to spend my money. You know what I mean? Every time you I go to the AT&T store, because I have AT&T, and every time you go to the AT&T store, it's kind of like going to shop for a car. You got to be prepared to wait. There's always going to be a bunch of people there. And we'll get right to you, child. I ain't got time. Dollar General is calling my name, okay? Did I tell y'all? I know I'm all over the place. Did I tell y'all that I found. I feel like it. What is it called? This flavor for the water. Like. Now I want to say it's Margaritaville, but it's something like. Oh shit, y'all! What is it? It's so good. It tastes like a drink. Feels like I'm on a cruise, but there's no liquor in it. But it makes the water better. So I've been drinking more water. If I go get $25 worth of that, that's what I'm doing today. Okay, I'm going to Dollar General. $25 will be spent. This is what I live for. I'm very easy, y'all. All I want to do is go to Dollar General on Saturday. And I just want you to tell me and pay attention to me and tell me you love me. That's it. I'm easy. Okay. I'm going to fold clothes today because I did put more clothes in the washing machine. Okay. And they're dry now. Now they've been sitting in the dryer since last night, but that is the plan. It is called not liquid death. What the fuck? No. And that's blasphemy. I could never change from Apple because I have an iMac. I have whatever my laptop is Mac. I have 3 pairs of these damn things. All right. There's no way that I could change from Apple. They have me. Plus I have stock in Apple. I'm not going to Samsung. Nah. I forget what it's called. You know what? Then when I finish folding the clothes, I'm going to take a picture and I'm gonna post it because y'all ain't shit. Y'all don't give me no grace. All I do is wash clothes. Like that's all I should open a business right now and be a clothes washer. I would love to open a laundromat though. I would love to open a laundromat and let all y'all come in there and pay for that shit. But if you want me to do your shit, you got to pay me because there's wash and fold places. Because my trainer said that's what you should do. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to pay for that because I waited so long to have a washer and dryer on the second floor, right where the right where the rooms are, because it only makes sense. It was so stupid to have to go all the way down to the bathroom. In our first house, the washing machine and dryer was in the basement because that was normal then. And then you got to go up 2 flights to the 3rd floor. Like, who want to do all that? Nobody want to do all that. I had this shit right here. So it's right here. So I really have no excuse. But I got shit to do. I got to get to Dollar General. Margarita mix. It's margarita mix. It's margarita mix. That's what it's called. So good. So yeah, and I'm getting that today. I don't know what else I need, but that is definitely on the list of things that I need. Anyway. Shout out to y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I see you. I appreciate you. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Again. I may not get to Stephen A. Smith and Anton because I have been triggered. Now, the first thing I got positive. Let me start you off with something positive. I had something and I lost it somehow, some way. So I can't get to what I originally had for y'all. But once I find it, I'll bring it to you tomorrow. Or maybe I'll stream later today. We'll see. We'll see how much shit I get done. All right. Shout out to Generation X. Shout out to the second channel, child. I changed the name of my second channel. It's the Generation X channel. So hopefully y'all will go ahead and follow it, especially if you are Generation X. I'm going to start making content for that and start doing it for April and completely change that channel over to that type of content. So I don't kind of have the same things going on, which is why I don't stream to it anymore. I'm trying to change it. So FYI, if you didn't know, because of stuff like this, I know y'all remember Mikey, right? I know y'all remember this commercial.
Try it? I'm not going to try it. You try it. I'm not going to try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't need it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
When you bring life home, don't tell the kids it's one of those nutritional cereals you've been trying to get them to eat.
Y'all, let me tell you something. Even with that commercial, I have never liked that cereal life ever in my life. Okay? Never, ever. No way. That cereal tastes like you eating wood. Pause. It tastes like you eating wood. I mean, I love this commercial. So cute. I know I'm being a white supremacist because I'm showing white people commercials. Shout out to the white people. All right. White people. Okay. Y'all just got to be calm today. Okay. Don't say nothing where I got to block your ass. Just be calm. This is definitely going to be a colored show. Black, FBA, African-American, chocolates, ebonies, pick a fucking name. I don't care. I'm telling you right now. But let's hear it again. Positivity right now. Positivity.
Do try it? I'm not going to try it. You try it. I'm not going to try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't need it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
When you bring life home, don't tell the kids it's one of those nutritional cereals you've been trying to get them to eat.
Who would come home and be like, oh, I want you, this is a fucking gnat. I want you to try this nutritional cereal. Who does that? What parent comes home and says, I want you to try this nutritional cereal, okay? And see if you like it. No, you sit that shit down. You eat, this is the cereal. You either going, black people, this the cereal. You either going to eat it or you're not. That's it. You ain't had no choices. Nobody gave a damn about what you had to say. That was it. That was all. Let me turn this damn Streamlabs on so I can hear when this mess comes through. Not mess. Thank you, Miss AB. Shout out and good morning to you, boo. I appreciate your support. She said, good morning, everyone. Happy sunny Saturday and good day. Yo, why I go to bed? Well, yesterday I came in the house. It was pretty nice. Today I go outside. It's freezing. Like, what is going on? I heard the heat kept coming on. It's hot as hell. I was like, why does the heat keep coming on? I went out this morning. I was like, okay. I see why. Shout out to the East Coast. Thank you, boo. I was Mikey. Laugh Out Loud, classic commercial, definitely a classic commercial. Shout out to Mikey and these two little boys and Life cereal. Never will ever in life ever touch that cereal again. Anyway, shout out to Generation X. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you missed out. That's your fault. All right. Good luck to Generation Z. Y'all got issues. All right. Y'all got issues. But let's get the update on the TSA worker situation before we move on. It says long airport lines continue as TSA workers call out sick or quit, which they supposed to be getting paid, right? Aren't they getting paid? They signed something yesterday allegedly saying that they was going to get paid on Monday.
So while paychecks will start going out to TSA officers in just a few days, long lines are still anticipated during this very busy spring break travel weekend. NBC's Stephen Romo is inside JFK with more on that. Stephen, how is it looking this morning? It's been a hard week.
Yeah, a rough week and people having a rough morning out here. Basically, as soon as you enter the doors, you end up in line in one of these TSA lines, and there's no place to sit. People not.
Oh yeah, so now this is a different spring break. This is Easter, the start of Easter spring break for some too. So that's another reason why now you're seeing a bunch of people that are going to be in the airport.
Not feeling too happy about it. A lot of them telling me that it actually looks like the wait times listed online are not all that accurate, but based on those wait times, it looks like Houston is faring a little worse than JFK right now, and then it followed by
Houston, Reaper. Y'all been off the hook lately.
Newark, some of the worst in the country. Now, TSA has been dealing with those sick calls all week, in part because they are not being paid. We know DHS reporting about 30%, around 30% each day this week have been people calling out sick, and some 500 TSA employees have quit since the beginning of this partial government shutdown. Now, people here trying to make the best of it, but they are, of course, worried about missing their flights. And many of them telling me they've seen is first when they go onto the JFK website, they see that they have a delay listed right at the very top, warning them that there's an unspecified wait time that they're going to have to deal with today. Not making things much better, Laura.
Child, they should have went last night. My advice, because you know this is triggering to me. My advice is that, child, y'all should have went last night. I got a girl that I know that's going to Panama. Shout out to Panama. She going on Monday. She's like, what should I do, child? You better go the night before. I don't know what to tell you. But at least she's leaving later in the afternoon. So, leaving later in the afternoon so that she can have time to go in either very, very early, like 6, 7 a.m. and hopefully get through this shit. Hopefully, I said hopefully. Or, well, really, there's no choice. But they, you don't even know more than 2 to 3 hours. Oh, okay. Keep listening to those people. I done told y'all. But y'all, what the hell do I know?
Uncertainty. Stephen Romo, thank you.
Of course, one of the most popular destinations in the country for spring break is Florida, and NBC's George Solis is there for us at Miami International Airport. George, what's it look like there?
Hey, good morning, Peter. So the wait time here at MIA, about 20 minutes or so. But interestingly enough, when you walk in through the doors here, none of the boards that actually tell you how long the wait time is are working. But you can see for yourself some of the lines that are starting to form here. Not the worst that we've seen. I actually had a conversation with a TSA agent here just this morning saying, make no mistake, even though they are fully staffed here at this particular terminal, one of the busier ones, they are still hurting here. It has been more than 3 weeks without a paycheck, many of them hoping that they start seeing some movement in their bank accounts next week. A lot of them saying they've been relying on a lot of donations from the public. One organization, Feeding South Florida, going above and beyond to make sure some of these workers here that have not had a steady paycheck have something to eat on the table here. They're saying they're frustrated. They are trying to make sure that passengers are getting on their flights. And for the most part here at MIA, a lot of these passengers have been understanding. We've been talking to them saying they are arriving hours early as well, just to make sure they don't miss their flight. Here at MIA specifically, again, we're talking about this, one of the spring break capitals here. there's some levity, at least. They had a DJ here performing for some of the travelers, some of the agents here as well. Just something to keep spirits up, George.
Oh, well, there you go. You can go, you can hear a DJ. Okay. I mean, I'm sure that's what y'all want, right? To be able to go to the airport, wait in a long ass line for 2+ hours and have a DJ. I mean, what more do y'all want? What more do y'all want?
During this shutdown, and so many people that are frustrated with these long lines. And guys, one thing that's actually pretty unique here to MIA for those that are getting here hours early to weather these waits, they at least have the advantage of getting a little Cuban cafecito. But again, make no mistake.
And you get a Cuban, whatever the hell it is that he said. That's nice. That's nice, child.
A lot of people making sure they get here early, and a lot of these agents very frustrated and hoping they see some money in their accounts soon.
2-hour line, that could be a lot of Cuban cafecito. I hope people take their time heading through there. George Lisa, Miami, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on there. Here's the one where it says that Trump signs the executive order to pay TSA workers. This is as of an hour ago. Update. Airports continue to struggle with long lines as Congress fails to reach DHS funding agreement. What the? Wait. I thought y'all. What? Yeah, it's an hour ago. What the fuck? What is going on? Let me see. Hold on.
The executive order to pay TSA agents, travel experts say those long lines may not disappear right away. Let's go to Jason Allen at Houston's Bush Intercontinental Airport, which has seen some of the longest wait times. Jason, I got a lot of friends traveling this morning. What's it looking like?
Well, this is not what your friends want to see, Kelly. If they're showing up at the airport this morning, we already have lines that are starting to form here at Bush Airport this morning. However, this is actually a remarkably better situation than we have seen in recent days, because this line is moving and we're not seeing people outside this morning. And downstairs, where they have been accommodating some of these lines, you'll see that those lanes, at least at this point, are empty. What we will be watching is if more TSA officers start to show up so that they can open up more of these security lanes. The Bush Airport here has been one of the hardest hit across the country. Close to half of the security officers here on some days did not come in to work. And it led to, at sometimes, 2.5, 3, even 4-hour wait times. And we also know that across the country now, more than 500 officers have decided not.
Damn, they standing on the escalator too. Lord help your people. Philly was about to be that way that day I was there, though. I'm telling you, that was about to be next too.
To come back at all. They have quit. That is going to put pressure on staffing, even if some of those other officers start to come back to work once they start to see paychecks start to hit their accounts again. I'll tell you that it's about an hour here. It's about an hour and a half at the next terminal down. And the airport, at least for its part, is telling travelers don't expect to see immediate relief. They're telling them be prepared, again, for up to 4-hour waits this weekend, especially, Adriana, as we get into tomorrow, Sunday, when we start to see more flights scheduled.
And the spring break season, Jason Allen, I think it's time.
Girl, who told you to wear that to work today? That is not cute. Anyway, so lines are still long. Ain't nothing changed about that. Get there early. Allow yourself more time than you think you need. If you think you need this much time, allow yourself some more time. That's just my 2 cents. What the hell do I know? Anyway, I don't know. That's why I'm still here. Anyway. So that's the update there. Reaper said that there's no deal, but they are supposed to get paid. So I guess they still got some work to do. And this is all still some bullshit at the end of the damn day. People should not be working for free. But again, that's what they signed up for. Let's make sure we keep that in mind as well. Jafari, up in here. Thank you so much for being a member for 24 months. Thank you so much, Boo. I appreciate you. He said, enjoying this birthday stream and ready for this foolishness. Glad to celebrate 2 years of memberships too. Thanks for all you do for the community. Uh-oh, it's a ninja's birthday. Let me see. Happy birthday to you, Boo. Happy birthday to Jafari. Everybody wish Jafari a happy birthday. I appreciate your support. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Ali. Y'all, please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. So they said no, and Trump signed an executive order for them to get paid. He's just being racist. Listen, I'm not absolving him from his part in there. None of this. All of them can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. Again, TSA signs up for this. They know how it works. But to have this many shutdowns and have these people not get paid 3 times in less than 12 months is half damn crazy. I wouldn't go back, but that's just me. It is what it is. All right. Now, I'm going to try to remain calm, y'all. I'm going to try to remain calm. I just saw this. And actually have a comment that I need to bring up here too, okay? So this is from Young Patriarch Official. It says, little girl hits her grandmother because she told her to leave her stuff alone. Child, y'all already know. Y'all already know. First of all, before I play it, and this will probably get me demonetized. Before I play it, let me just say, if anybody ever in life thought that they were going to hit my grandmother, I'm going to say it. They're going to be DEAD. And I'm not a violent person at all, okay? I smack these kids in a heartbeat, but I'm really not a violent person at all, right? I wish my grandmothers are deceased, so it's not an issue now, but just the fact that someone thought that they should, could, would do this grates on my last damn nerve, okay? Because it's like, you MFers, not y'all, you know what I'm saying, have no respect for anyone, but you want every damn thing. That would include the parents, because we already know that parents don't parent. They just think just because they had said gremlin that everyone's supposed to be happy and give a damn. I promise you, I don't give a damn about none of your kids, because you don't give a damn about none of your kids and all the chaos that they bring all over the damn place. And even in your own freaking home, within your own damn family. We didn't talk about it, right? The low master that be in the family that everybody know, but the auntie be like, you know how it is, hush child, all that bullshit, right? Ain't no way. I have a strong, what is the word? Reverence, I think it is. I'm gonna just say love for grandmothers. You will never, ever get me to change that. For the old school grandmothers, let me say it that way. Because child, if you a grandmother at 20 or 30 anything, you can miss me with all that bullshit, because I don't give a fuck about you. I'm talking about grandmothers that done the damn thing, that then actually raise their kids, that's there for their grandkids, that show love, that actually give a damn about their community, what goes on, how it works, and stuff like that. The ones that actually raise us because whatever the reasons is, okay? Not because your punk ass want to go to Miami for the damn weekend. We don't give a shit about none of that. I don't give a shit about none of that. You're going to come for Generation X grandparents because we won't watch your fucking spawn, because I'm telling you, your spawn did this to me. Y'all know mine would never. But if your spawn did this to me, you would come back and you wouldn't have a kid. You'd be minus one kid. Because it works the same way. Since I'm the grandmother now, you would be minus a kid. I wish the fuck you would. Viewer discretion is advised, child. Viewer discretion is advised.
Leave my stuff alone! The fuck off me! Get my stuff! Get my shit! Fuck off me! Fucking touching me, get off stuff.
That's a grandma, bro.
That's a spawn demon. See you next Tuesday. Don't deserve to be here. Bitch ass, bitch, gremlin ass, bitch. Okay? I'm not trying to look like Tokyo Tony. If Tokyo Tony had come out here and said some shit like this, I'd be with her 1000%. But she crazy, okay? You see how old that woman is? Do you see how old that woman is? I'm going to say it again. Do you see how old that woman is? Do you hear how old that woman is? And then there's another youngin' right here. Where the parent at? Probably in Miami for the weekend, being a whore. What are you teaching your spawn? How does your spawn at the age of, I give her 10, 11, 12? I don't give a damn if you 5th damn teen. I don't give a damn if you 7 damn teen. You're going to come back with one less child. But at the end of the day, if your child acted anything like this, I wouldn't take them any daggone way. They wouldn't be here any daggone way. Negroes, y'all too worried about Donald Trump. Y'all worried about ICE. And the shit that needs to be worried about is shit like this going on within the home that y'all don't like to talk about. Say I'm lying. Colors don't like to talk about the shit that matters and what's important and what needs to be worked on and shit that we can actually work on and get under control and better. Y'all don't want to hear none of that. Nah, y'all would rather waste your time, energy, breath on somebody that ain't thinking about y'all, ain't worrying about y'all. You ain't doing shit that's going to affect nothing going on with them people. With regard to actually all them damn people in government. They don't give a shit about none of y'all, but y'all still talking about the other side is racist because, you know, Democrats are not. They love you blacks. They love you BIPOCs, my bad. They love you BIPOCs so much. You do no wrong. Y'all worrying about that shit, but you ain't got shit to say about shit like this. What about that little bastard that allegedly, but probably did, but allegedly, even though I think he did, but allegedly raped that 93-year-old, 94-year-old woman? Where the outrage, child? Where the Black Lives Matter? Remember, Black Lives Matter. So her life don't matter. She black. But y'all down there for Minneapolis for those people. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? How come all the heads of your community, because child, they're not mine. Where the heads of y'all community coming to say something about shit like this? They don't ever say shit like this. They got you focused on white people that ain't thinking about you for the most part. They ain't thinking about, you think that the white people on the Democratic side are loving you? They love ya. You think they love ya? They not the same as the white people over there. Oh, they not the same? Or are they different? I'm sorry. They different over there. They good over here. They different over there. They good over here. They different over there. But I thought you said white people are all racist. I just say that they all racist. Just say they all racist. Now what you gonna do? I bet you ain't got no problem with taking that money for the white person that you work for. Say I'm lying, Bueller. While you over here trying to down these daggone ICE agents because they work for the government, you go and get a paycheck from a white person every week, every other week, or whoever the fuck it is that you get money from. Because don't tell me you work for black people. Kiss my black ass with that shit. Most of y'all ain't working for nobody black. Oh, but that's okay. Your hypocrisy abounds. Your thought process with this shit makes no sense whatsoever. But keep on talking and looking like a fucking fool, and I will continue to point it the fuck out. Your hypocrisy is showing. In the meantime, at home, where you have the ability to do something about it, you got your spawn out on the corner, outside at 10:30, graping people, and then you say, "Nah, my baby, but white people do it too." That's your fucking excuse. But white people do it too. What in the holy hell does that have to do with anything? Negroes, coloreds, B1s, African Americans, ADOS, ebonies, chocolates. Pick a name, child. Whatever you want to be called today. What in the holy hell do that got to do with anything having to do with the actual community? Shout out to RBN. But actually, like he says, ain't no community, ain't no community. Because y'all want to drive it into the ground. You don't want there to be one. You just want to be out here running off at your funky ass mouth just to say shit. Because you think somebody gives a shit. While the degeneracy like this shit happens. So what y'all think? If this little MFer, I'm going to put her at 3rd damn team, okay? If this little MFer is acting like this, hell y'all think she's going to be doing by 5th damn team, Bueller? The hell you think she's going to be doing by the time she's 7 damn teen, Bueller? And then someone, some way will come through and say, once she gets put in jail, because that's definitely what's coming for her, that's a racist. It's the racist white supremacist system that keeps us down and she didn't have a chance. Maybe if her parent parented her, maybe she would have a chance. If this is current, which says TikTok, so it is current, that's an A. That's an A. So you Z's are raising these little bastards, okay? These are yours. These are yours, right? But y'all too busy being whores that you just let these daggone people do whatever the hell it is that they want. And she's doing a TikTok. So I saw some of the comments on this where they were like, whoever is recording is being recorded because she's sitting here doing a TikTok. Lest we not forget that they're trying to, well, they've held Meta and YouTube accountable for an addiction for some other gremlin ass crumb snatcher. Not that she was a gremlin, but she's a biatch and her parents are worse. At 6 years old, she's addicted. By the time she was 9 years old, now she's, I don't know how old she is, but they get held liable because of what it is that they put here on this internet made her addicted. So now that's everybody else's problem because her parents didn't parent her. Because her parents didn't parent her. Now all of a sudden the rest of us got to give a shit. The rest of us got to pay. Because I'm telling y'all, content creators, that's going to come back to us at some point. There's going to be more lawsuits. They already said there's about 20 to 50 or something like that already pending and coming through. That's a damn precedent. So then all these bastards that are out here doing shit like this are now going to go and sue and get paid because their parents don't parent them. Never, ever, ever does anyone hold a parent responsible. I don't care what nobody say. It's your responsibility to make sure your kids ain't jackasses. When we was younger, what did they say? If we don't teach you, the streets will. If we don't teach you, the streets will. Where that adage go? Just out the window, huh? Just because y'all are you? Just because you are y'all? Because y'all think you special? Because y'all think you know something new? Shit is the same every single decade. Nothing changes. Y'all think you so fucking smart? You dumb as a box of fucking rocks. Sorry about the box of rocks reference. There's no way that someone who's been accused of grape and has had something else happen in their past that you should be talking about, not my baby. Not my baby. But y'all don't want your punk ass kids to be held accountable. Then when they get out here with the rest of the world and they do stuff as adults, then we're supposed to be like, oh yeah, come to your rescue. Fuck up. Fuck them and fuck you too. I don't care. You don't care about community because you won't do anything to make sure that your bastards aren't doing shit to listen, white people, calm down. I'm not saying that they should be out here doing this shit to white people or anyone else. What I'm saying is they shouldn't be doing this shit at all. They shouldn't be doing this shit at all. This is not normal. You're never going to hear me ever say that any of this shit is normal. It's not normal. And I wish the fuck somebody would have raised one damn voice to my grandmother. I'll take that charge. DEAD. You heard? I said that. I meant that. And if my grandkids would ever, and I know that they wouldn't, but if they ever, you're going to come back to one less kid. One less kid. These little motherfuckers don't run shit. They don't pay for shit. They offer not a damn thing, but y'all giving them that leeway or whatever to be able to do any of this. And if they're doing TikToks, which it shows TikTok down here in the thing, and then they went and posted this. At the end of the day, they went and posted it too. They don't care that much. They don't care that much. And you think we supposed to give a damn? And you think we supposed to give a damn? But the thing is, y'all, what happens is that when we say we ain't taking it, shout out to Twisted Sister, and we not going to take it, then stuff happens like Mr. Lewis down in DC. Yeah, I'm going to keep referencing him where he's trying to protect his daggone community. I don't give a fuck about the circumstances because nobody wants to talk about the fact that that gremlin pulled up in a stolen car, breaking into cars, and now he on up out of here. And his mom is like, nah, my baby. What the fuck is a 13-year-old doing out in some place that's not their neighborhood 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning? Y'all absolve that. That's why there's a problem. Y'all absolve shit like that. That's why there's a problem, which is why that one that's accused of grape, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. If you bullied, he was bullied. You can't bully shit when I know the shit is wrong. These people are basically trying to normalize this type of behavior. They'll say that, oh, this is because of social media. No, it's because your parent sucks. They'll say that little crumb snatcher, he ain't even little, the little crumb snatcher that's 12 years old. Now with that ruling, they'll say, oh, it's social media. So then they got something else that they can blame for some shit that has no excuse for it. And y'all support that shit because as usual, you already know who has to deal with this type of shit more than anyone else. I give you 3 guesses and the first 3 don't count. Who does it affect mostly? Who is disproportionately affected more? Who's going to have more issues than others? Oh, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, child. I'm just a white supremacist talking points, all right? So let's go over here real quick. Let's look at some other foolishness. Shout out to Ruin Leon. Shout out to Ruin Leon. All right, so StreamYard starting a StreamYard. Hold on a second. Let me reshare. Hold on. Let me reshare. Ruin Leon put this out yesterday. It says, why people still say they have black fatigue. Trouble. Nothing but trouble. All right. Let me go ahead and listen. Okay, it's up. All right.
What is this? 17-year-old Trayvon Johnson lost his life breaking into houses. His family defends his actions by saying, how is he going to get his money? So,
To understand, you have to look at it from every child's point of view that was raised in the hood. How he gonna get his money to have clothes to go to school? I don't care.
I mean, I would think if you or Big Mama over here were like the elders in his life, you would.
They both kids, even though kids as in they're not. I don't think they his parents. But you hear this, right? This is what I don't know who supports. Not me, but somebody.
Buy the clothes for him?
She have her gun license, her rights, or any of that. That is way beyond the law, way beyond.
Relatives of 17-year-old Trayvon Johnson are angry. The teenager was shot and killed last night by...
Let me also say, I'm sorry to interrupt y'all, is that I told y'all these news programs ain't shit. These news programs allowed this shit to get the fuck on out here to be able to say this shit with no pushback. And you allowing Rowley and the rest of them to keep you focused on Donald Trump when there's a problem right the fuck here? All right, whatever y'all say.
A homeowner who police say was protecting her property.
As she should, because, if you break into somebody's house, you running a gamble, and that gamble might be you walking out with some of their loot, or they go give you a piece of their mind, and it's going to end up with you all over their floor.
He was not supposed to die like this. He had a future ahead of him. Trayvon had goals. He was a very funny guy. He was very big on education. He loved going to school.
I bet he was the minute he decided to break into somebody's house.
Loved learning.
Last night, Miami-Dade police say the D.A. Dorsey Technical College student burglarized a home south of 79th Street near I-95, just blocks away from where he lives. Detectives say the 54-year-old homeowner was alerted of the break-in by her security system. With officers already on their way, she rushed home to check things out, and police say she was armed.
She observed a subject exiting the home through the rear.
According to detectives, there was a confrontation and one shot was fired. Johnson was pronounced dead at the hospital.
Hey, what's wrong with her? She did not have to shoot him. There's no reason that she should have waited until after he walked out the yard to try to shoot him. Police already.
Well, there's no reason for your family member to break into somebody's home, because again, you running that gamble.
Then why would she shoot him?
Relatives say they don't believe Johnson stole anything from the home, but
then why did he? Oh my God. At some point, I got to recognize some things are satire versus some things being real.
The news programs. It doesn't. So what's changed? Okay, the story is 7 to 10 years old. What's changed, Bueller? I just told y'all we watched the one where he was breaking in. I'm sorry, where he was pulling up with a stolen car. So that makes it worse. This is 7 to 10 years old. We just talked about Mr. Lewis. That was real. What was that, 2 years ago or so? Not my baby. You remember the one that we just did about 4 months ago where the dude broke in, he got taken up out of here, and he was an adult. His mama said he don't break into places. That's not what he does. He does other crimes, and he shouldn't be deceased. She should, or he should, I forget which one, should have just let him go. So what's changed, y'all? What's changed? I agree. It definitely ain't getting no better, but y'all make sure y'all focus on Donald Trump while this is the community.
And the unfortunate part of me getting older and me living.
Hold up. Let's go back to Baltimore and the squeegee kid. Remember that trial with the squeegee kid? Where the white man got up out of the car because whatever they did with a baseball bat to threaten him and say, leave my shit alone, right? Then goes back to the car, and then the dude, the squeegee kid comes and takes him on up out of here. So he went on trial. And the people outside, his family and friends, this same group of people said he was gonna open up Airbnb. That's where we got this shit. Everything that I say basically came from somewhere. He was going to open up an Airbnb. He was going to go to college. He has a bright future ahead of him.
On this planet for as long as I have, the more I realize that, you know, some things are not satire. People are just dumb.
Detectives would not confirm that.
You have to understand, you have to look at it from every child's point of view that was raised in the hood. How he gonna get his money to have clothes to go to school?
Well,
listen to me and listen to me hard. The reason why black fatigue is still something a lot of people say is because of what you just fucking heard. The reason why you're never really going to get away from the whole.
Look at this right here. He was just robbing you. You didn't have to shoot him. He was just robbing you. You didn't have to shoot him. Listen, when Kevin Samuels was trying to tell people that black people need their own damn media, everybody laughed at him. They called him kitten heels. They want to call him all types of names. He's the one that talked about controlling the image. So this is the image. I'm not coming for you, Dallas, at all. But I'm over people talking about what the media does. That's what y'all like. Where BET at? Ain't that owned by white people? Wasn't it owned by black people and now it's gone? What? Now you got blogs to show the black stuff. And child, let me see. They showed Dwight Howard and his ex-wife, or his current wife, I should say. And she on the internet sobbing with a big bag of drugs. With a man who we already know his past. He ain't shit, ain't never gonna be shit, ain't been shit. But child, you wanted to marry him. That's your lot in life. Go ahead and make sure that you show that shit. But ain't nobody got nothing to say about no shit like that. They just are the ones that posted that shit with Tokyo Tony. And the second video with Tokyo Tony trying to act like she ain't do nothing wrong. I know what you're talking about. I was acting my ass. Okay? Ain't nobody, let me rephrase. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Excuses are like assholes. Everybody got one. They all stink, okay? The end of the damn day is that if this was happening 7 to 10 years ago, it is still happening today, and ain't nobody talking about it, and ain't nobody trying to change it, and you still got people whose child would be a part of a grape that is 2 weeks old. Be a part of a grape, and you still make excuses. How? I don't hear nobody talking about the little girl. Because you know all these women. Shout out to all the women that love women. We support women. A sisterhood. I don't see y'all advocating for that young lady at all and what she has gone through and what she experienced. Not a peep. The only thing I hear of on the news is people talking about that crumb snatcher that's now out after committing a grape. Allegedly. How? Child, worry about Donald Trump. Keep worrying about Donald Trump. That's the fucking issue.
Black fatigue thing. As much as you might try to, you're.
And it ain't even a year results.
Oh, I'm sure y'all seen this lady. Let me dial it back.
Hey,
this lady that
consequence being
moved to a new community, she has some things to say, and I'm sure that she got a bunch of hate from this. But I'm gonna go ahead and let her speak about what her experiences is, where experiences are, where it is that she just moved to
go away.
No matter how much you place people places, when people are trash, especially black people, you're going to get trashy results. I live in this apartment complex, and it ain't even a year old.
Nice.
And it makes no sense to me how people can do nice places. Hey, how you doing? Every time you get people to move in something nice, if they don't recognize that you have to level up with your decency, then why are you going into places to where you're going to bring your trashy ways into trashy environments? Let me give you all a prime example of what I'm talking about. Like I said, my apartment complex right there ain't even a year old. And here's what we got to deal with. People, instead of them bringing and picking up their trash, they want to do it like this.
I mean, I gotta be honest, that ain't that bad. Now, of course, you should put the shit in the trash can that will bring rodents, but it's not that bad, in my opinion. I seen worse, chat. I seen worse.
Just like I said, I live in a very nice apartment, and people don't seem to get it. Then I wonder why some people don't be wanting certain people in their areas. Me being a black woman, I understand now why so many people, it ain't got nothing to do with racism. People just know that a lot of folks will get into your neighborhood and they'll trash it up. A lot of people will get into your environment and they'll trash it up. They'll scuff up the walls in the hallways of nice apartments. They'll drop chicken bones. They'll drag garbage bags. Always, this is a concrete walkway. They'll drag trash all across the yard and everything and stuff. I can't seem to understand for the life of me. You know, when people are born or raised in the projects don't have to be in you, just like Jesse Jackson said. I was born and raised in the projects, but the projects wasn't in me. You know, people got the nerve to get into something nice and then treat it like they are. Just because you trash, it don't mean you have to trash where you live at.
That is a stereotype of Section 8 persons, and I can honestly say, because I've taken Section 8 persons, that shit is true. I don't give a damn what nobody has to say. Y'all can't appreciate no shit that I don't think most people really appreciate shit that's given to them the way that they do if they earned it, if that makes sense. So if everybody always giving you shit, how the hell do you have any type of appreciation? Because you don't know what it means to have earned it, to have worked for it. But you know, that's a white supremacist talking point too. God forbid that you earn it. It makes sense for that little crumb snatcher from the other segment to go and take it. And then somebody says, oh, how you expect him? Sure.
I just had to make a point out of that because that made no sense to me. You don't have to do that. Especially black people. Y'all do too much. Y'all don't care about nothing. Y'all don't have no home raising, no home training, no nothing.
You mean so that they make TikToks and beat up their grandmothers with a impressionable 3 to 4 year old sitting there and probably going to take on the same thing, and the mother probably ain't going to do nothing about it because you know daggone well she's being raised by a single mother? Yeah.
Some of you all. And I don't get it. And it makes me sick.
Investigation continues into whether the shooting was justified or not. Detectives want to remind the public that, if possible, it's best not to take these types of situations into your own hands.
Child, yeah, you're just supposed to sit there and you're supposed to take it, child. So for whoever said that people believe in the Second Amendment rights, there's a lot of black people that believe in Second Amendment rights, so including Mr. Lewis. So shout out to him, and hopefully that shit gets resolved sooner rather than later, because he should not be in jail. I don't care what nobody says. But that's just me. I don't need to hear the rest of this because that's the news program. And the news programs are the problem, y'all. They are a part of half of the damn problem. But y'all, instead of focusing on some shit like that, no, just keep focusing on Donald fucking Trump. I'm sure that will get something done and accomplished for blacks. Good morning, Kofa. Thank you so much. He said, imagine a trail of chicken bones is someone saying in Woo, that's racist, child. Stereotypical, but listen, that's her community, so I just have to take her for what her word is. But you know, when they say stuff like that, the blacks will come through and say, not all, not all. Well, clearly some, okay? Clearly some. And clearly from that news program that we started with, looking at plenty of examples from today, ain't much change. But y'all, not my baby. Let that be the theme for the rest of the fucking year. Stay the hell away from me. Philip, thank you so much, boo. I appreciate you. He said in the 80s, they would have to take classes on how to keep their property clean. If you didn't, you got put out. Uh-oh. I didn't know that. I never heard that before, but I didn't have a house in the 80s either. Maybe they need to bring that back. These are only apartments, though. These are not even owned. These are just apartments, I think. Maybe it's a condo. I don't even remember what she said, but either way. It's crazy. So when you used to live in an apartment complex, when you have special times, like if it's Christmas, it's Thanksgiving, you expect there to be an overflow of trash, right? But one of these complexes, it was always overflow because they only came through once a week. And it's like, y'all got to get more than once a week trash pickup because there's too many people in here. Oh, y'all don't want to do it? I'm out of here. Because what we not going to do is have some rodent running around at my damn feet. Ain't nobody got time for that. But anyway, so let me move on to, I'm going to save this one. I'm going to bring this one up right here because remember Torre? Remember, these are the colors that say it's okay for white people to call ICE agents hard ER. Don't forget that. I will not forget that. And there's been no smoke for him from anybody over there, any black people. As a matter of fact, when we're looking at those other videos with regard to them discovering, like, I don't even understand how you colors can come out here on this internet and say, oh my God, there's black ICE agent. Ignorant AF. Oh my God, there's black ICE agents. Well, who the hell do you think that Touré was given permission to tell them that they're the hard ER, you dumb MFers? Anyway, so 1 second, you can't break into anything. Breaking in means job-wise. You can't, no one will let us in. We're being kept out. It's racist. We have a right. Oh my God. Then you get in, and then you dumbasses say, oh my God, how could you work for them? How could you work for Donald Trump? Now, wait a damn minute. I'm pretty sure that who they working for, they don't be talking to Trump. I'm pretty sure they talking to their direct supervisor, who possibly could be black, okay? They back at the compound, making sure they where they're supposed to be. Y'all so ignorant. This is what I'm saying, y'all. Instead of focusing on trying to teach someone something new, these MFers want to keep y'all focused on white people when you need to be focused on your GD cells. If you think that it's okay to be out here talking about these ICE agents who have jobs, from what I understand, start 6 figures, 100,000, 90 to 100,000, which is probably 10 times more than what the fuck you make, but you out here talking negatively with your fake ass blonde hair. I digress. You're going to sit up here and talk about people who make an illegal job, but you over here complaining about 300,000 black women that lost their jobs from the daggone government. These people got a job. They doing their job. They legal, taking care of their households, their families, and everything else, and you got a problem with it. Then you complain about the 300,000 that got freaking laid off, cut off, fired. I don't know, whatever the hell happened. So in one breath, you really don't care. And then when this happens over here with the firings, then you want to complain and say that it's white supremacy. So it's white supremacy here, it's white supremacy there, it's white supremacy everywhere. And that's why black people are working for ICE and they shouldn't work for ICE. And like I said, y'all didn't even know what the fuck ICE was except for the ice that goes in your damn drinks. Y'all didn't know what the fuck ICE was 2+ years ago. Say I'm lying. Y'all didn't know what the fuck ICE was 2+ years ago. Because these people got you focused on Donald Trump. Now, all of a sudden, anything they say fucking goes. And you sound crazy. The way that they coming after this little girl in this picture, the one I put on the daggone cover, is disgusting. Death threats? But I thought Democrats and progressives were so nice and sweet. I thought they were so good. I thought black people cared about black people. I thought you pros love black people. I thought y'all cared about what happens to the future. I thought y'all was trying to take down the white supremacy, but then you'll say to me, you're the one that's standing up white supremacy. No, you motherfuckers are doing that shit. You motherfuckers are doing that shit. If they was out here on the corners, you ain't had no problem with that shit. If they was out here like, what's her name? I just talked about Dwight Howard's wife with a big old bag. Y'all ain't hear y'all say nothing about that except for, oh yeah, she probably do it too. I didn't hear nothing to say. Y'all, this is crazy. And why are y'all doing this? And how much is that? And somebody need to take them kids because that shit look crazy. That sound crazy. Are you sure he using it allegedly or is he selling it? Allegedly. I ain't see no comments like that. None. But now you want to be mad at black people who legally work to take people out of here that don't belong here? Because you know, like I said before, where they're going to place them, and they ain't placing them near no white people. They ain't placing them, let me rephrase, they're not placing them around any white people of worth, meaning money. Anybody that got a house that's probably $300,000+, praise the Lord. Anybody that lives over here in a mixed community where they said, we not having that, none of that. You know where they going? They're going right into them neighborhoods where Brandon Johnson in Chicago just gave y'all all them damn property taxes so y'all can pay back all that money that went to them. Y'all can refund all that money that then got paid for them. And y'all gonna fight for the same damn people. Child, I don't give a damn if they nice or if they kind, all right? I don't know why y'all don't give a damn. Now, at the end of the day, it probably would affect taxes, but they don't live near me. They won't live near me, okay? You think you better than everybody else? No, I'm just better than any ignorant MFer that would think that there's a problem with this. So this girl on Instagram, Califontanilla, sorry, y'all. says white leftists think they have a free to be racist card as long as the racism targets any Black American that doesn't align with their warped views. You mean like Touré giving them permission to call Black people the hard ER as long as they work for ICE? First of all that is ignorant. Second of all, we found out why there was no outrage, because they all are going along with that shit. First of all, I don't know who that nigga think he is. And second of all, fuck that nigga. And third of all, that's why you have shit like this.
Leftists love having an excuse to be racist towards Black people. For example, Frankie, who calls himself a New Jersey leftist progressive, he, him, secular agnostic, posted this about the Black female ICE agent. This is what y'all, use the term y'all, colored fascists look like working for the new KKK. Also posted this, "I's be making that massa happy by working to kick out them filthy illegals." Wants to practice that. White leftists think they have a get out of racism free card. And the reason why they think they can do this is because Black leftists do the same thing. That whole side is struggling with some major racism. White leftists
she's absolutely right. And Touré is a part of the problem. But, you know, he up here, shout out to the D9ers, the bourgeoisie. They all in them fraternities. They all supporting each other. Did you hear any of them say anything to Touré? I asked y'all to send it to me. Did y'all say anything? Did y'all say anything? Y'all ain't send it to me. I ain't saw shit. Because they will allow it to try to act like that people, this person is a Democrat that she's talking about, okay? But they're progressive crazy. So everybody's supposed to think that MAGA is crazy and think that progressives aren't and leftists aren't. They are just as bad, if not worse. You have Black people giving white people permission to use the hard ER. Here, which is dangerous for the rest of us. So yeah, I got something to say about that shit. Play with somebody, don't play with me. All right, play with somebody, do not play with me. This person is a Democrat that she's talking about. So it's just MAGA. It's Republicans that are racist. You're going right. You're right alongside the racist. Because somehow, some way, just because you're a Democrat, that means you're not racist, right? That means that you're absolved of everything. You don't do anything wrong.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't Black.
That's all good in the hood. That's all acceptable. That all makes sense, right? That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Child, whatever y'all say. Like I said, a lot of y'all are not paying attention that these people, their responsibility is to deliver you to the Democrat Party. That is the bottom damn line. And they get something from that. What do y'all get? You get these people trying to tell you that getting an ID is Jim Crow 2.0, which everybody Black should be offended by that, in my opinion. But they can go ahead and they can say whatever they want. Y'all go along with it. You're gonna be led by somebody trying to say that it's a problem for people to legally work for the government. Y'all just mad that they working and the 300,000 was fired. These people, for the most part, and I don't know all, but enough of them had fake ass jobs anyway because the shit was fake, because that was their reward for delivering to the Democrats to get your Biden in. Child, you ain't got to listen to me. I don't give a damn. Y'all can call all the names. How does that change your situation? Like I always say, a year from now from last year to this year to next year, a year's time. What's changed for your fucking ass? Not a damn thing. You still out here begging, crying, saying the same shit. You in the same space. You ain't doing nothing different. You ain't got nothing more. But you think you're going to tell somebody else. Y'all better leave that girl alone. But y'all support this shit. By the shit that Touré says and no call outs of it, and being progressive leftists are just as racist and bad as what you think MAGA is. And I'm not saying that MAGA isn't, but what I am saying is that they don't bother me the way you motherfuckers do. How about that? That's not me cutting for them, because I think they half damn crazy too, but motherfuckers, you leftists are just as bad, if not worse. Argue with your mom. Moving on, child. Moving on to this foolishness Child, I don't know if I'm getting to Anton today. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're here for Anton, I don't think I'm going to get to him today. All right. It's already an hour in and I need to bring this up. Shout out to Lawrence for sending this to me. Speaking of far left progressive people, far left rep Pramila, child, is she American? Pramila Jawapal wants Americans to pay reparations to illegal aliens who have been traumatized by ICE. Remember when the Somalians came out while everybody was down there fighting for them in Minnesota and they wasn't out there fighting for themselves? They wasn't out there saying shit. They wasn't out there working for shit. They wasn't out there on the front lines doing shit. They wasn't doing shit, right? And they came out with a press conference talking about they needed reparations. Blacks, coloreds, ebonies, black people. I blame y'all. I blame y'all because you allow anybody to come on in and take over any old thing and then you turn around talking about it's racism. No, it's allowism. At the end of the day, it's allowism. Who's shutting this bitch down, Bueller? Who is shutting her down? How old is this? March 27th, which was yesterday. Democratic Rep Pramila, whatever her name is, of Washington State wants American citizens to pay reparations to illegal... Woo! Lord, help your people. To illegal aliens in the country over the supposed trauma they have suffered because of... Black people, don't get mad when these illegals get their reparations before y'all. I don't want to hear shit. If those Somalians that are demanding reparations and this heifer who is asking for reparations for illegals over here and they get it, I don't want to hear shit from none of y'all because this is your fucking fault. This is your fucking fault. When this shit started down in Minnesota, what I say? Child, stay out of this, black people. This ain't got nothing to do with us. Stay out of it. Y'all sitting up here listening to these people. They said, it's Jim Crow 2.0. What were they saying? They said, after they go after them, they're going to come after you. They're going to put you in chains. You going to be slaves. Y'all remember that? After they go after them, they're going to come after you. Bitches, have they been after you since they've been in existence? What is it, 2003, y'all? Had they been after y'all? I thought it was the oppressor that was coming after y'all. Remember the oppressor? The oppressor's a problem for black people. They taking people out every day. Anybody heard of an oppressor taking anybody out in the last 30 days? Maybe it's been covered up because of everything that's been going on with ICE. Bueller? Who said that? Somebody recently said that. I think it might have been Hakeem Jeffries. Black people are taken out every day by the oppressor. When was the last time you heard that shit? Because you know damn well if an oppressor took out a black person, that Ben Crump and company would be up here screaming it from the rafters, telling y'all that you got to be worried about the oppressor, defund the police. Am I lying? Am I wrong? All right, I don't know what I'm talking about, y'all. I know, I'm just making this shit up. It comes out of nowhere, right? Night Jade, I appreciate you, honey. She said it's not ignorance, it's malicious. It's all this is done on purpose too. Just being led by people because they black, you black, we black, and not using your critical thinking skills. Shout out to Generation X. We use, for the most part, our brains and use critical thinking skills because that's what we were taught when we were in school. I know y'all remember that. Critical thinking, use your thinking cap. Y'all remember that, right? I'm just saying. Child, I can't see. Prodigal, thank you. Prodigal has returned. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. Very generous of you. Child, I cannot see. You are speaking facts. Thank you. I appreciate what you've given. Thank you for being so kind and generous. I appreciate you. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. This thing is small over here. I can barely see. Trying to keep shit together. Sorry, y'all. That's me. I need to go. I really need to go and to my eye doctor appointment. I'm so late and get a new prescription. Anyway, My bad. That's all on me. Anyway, let me finish this. Blah, 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 blah. She wants everyone involved in the deportations to be held accountable, by which she means prosecuted and possibly jailed. Has everyone on the political left lost their ever-loving mind? Oh, okay. Well, shout out to this publication. Less than a decade ago, Obama's sycophants in the media called him the deporter-in-chief. Oh, yeah, they certainly did. A nickname that was supposed to signify how tough and practical he was. Democrats back then had no problems with ICE, deportations, or our immigration laws because one of theirs was in charge. Remember kids in cages? Kids in cages, child. Today, we get this madness. Town Hall reports progressive congresswoman she a member of the squad. A member of the squad called for some form of reparation to be paid to illegal immigrants for the alleged trauma. It remains astonishing that Democrats label funding the Department of Homeland Security and its agencies as a waste of taxpayer dollars, yet have no issue using public funds to provide reparations to individuals who broke the law by entering the country illegally. Shout out to Joe Biden. We need real accountability because at the end of the day, the people that have been inflicting this harm need to be prosecuted. Jaya Paul said they need to be brought before us. Who the fuck she thinks she is? Talking about they need to be brought before us. Who going before that bitch? Bueller? She just said they need to be brought before us. Is she the Lord Jesus Christ from heaven above? I'm going to need her to back all the fucking way up. Bitch! Y'all allow these people to pay in y'all's faces. Fuck that bitch, okay? Lord, forgive me. It's the day before Palm Sunday. Lord, forgive me. I told y'all. Viewer discretion is advised. They need to be brought before us and they need to be held account for the trauma that they have created. And we are going to have some form of reparation. Oh, they got video. Come on, child.
Then we also need offensive actions around prosecutions. We need real accountability because at the end of the day, the people that have been inflicting this harm need to be prosecuted. They need to be brought before us and they need to be held account for the trauma that.
Y'all look at this heifer over here. Y'all look at this heifer over here agreeing with her. White liberal women. Not Japara or whatever the fuck her name is.
For us, and they need to be held account for the trauma that they have created. And
child, she ain't from here. She can't even speak English properly. They need to be held account.
At the end of the day, the people that have been inflicting this harm need to be prosecuted. They need to be brought before us and they need to be held account for the trauma that they have created. And we are going to have some form of reparation.
Child, I blame you, Cullets. I do. Because you don't hold on to shit. You allow people to take over your shit no matter what. Keeps nothing, blame everyone from stealing. This is this heifer talking about reparations. Then you got who's the other heifer I just said? Well, the Somalians talking about reparations, having a news press conference, child. Reparations. Remember when the illegals, when they was in New York City in the nice fine hotels because they kicked people out? We watched it. They can say it's lies all you want to. We watched it. We did live streams on it. They kicked them the fuck out and said, you Americans, get the fuck out. You veterans, get the fuck out. We need to put these people in here. And then when they say, child, we taking y'all to Brooklyn, they said, oh, no, we don't want to go there. Oh, no, we don't want to go there. And we're going to protest. And they protested for free. The free shit that they was getting, they wanted it where they wanted it at. I'm not blaming black people for that. I'm just blaming Democrats for that shit. And y'all allowed it to go. Y'all was all good in the hood with it, remember? Y'all ain't say nothing. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. Now y'all going along with all this bullshit because of ICE, because you're so Donald Trump syndrome enthralled that your, I thought, everlasting good mind is not working.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Going, you're being a racist! Racist!
And keep allowing Lucy to pull that football away from you and keep falling for the same old dumb shit over and over and over again. Nothing ever changes. Definition of insanity. I digress. Thank you, big boy. He said, my new profile picture, I'm a 10 baby, Generation X. Shout out to you. I appreciate your support. Shout out to all of y'all that are still here. Appreciate you. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're new. If you're here for Anton and Stephen A. Smith, I might not make it today, child. I might not make it today. It is important to remember that so many moments like this from Jaya Paul and others in her party are merely performative. They have a constant need to show the Democrat base that they are even further to the left than the Democrats sitting next to them. It is still damaging, however, to the country and our politics because it sets a precedent, much like that social media thing, saying that it's social media's fault that you not parenting your kid and they get addicted to social media. Now, everyone who comes after Jaya Paul will have to go even further, suggesting something even more outlandish in order to prove their true progressive values. In the meantime, the best solution is ridicule, which is exactly what Jaya Paul deserves for even suggesting this incredibly stupid and insulting idea. Shout out to the writer. Shout out to the writer of this, Mike LaChance, I guess. Yeah, and he white, all right? Gateway Pundit. So thank you, Lawrence, for sending that to me. Y'all just want me triggered today. I'm telling you. One more, and then I got to go to Black Mama's Child. Yeah, we got to go back to that. Yeah, sorry, y'all. So Black Media Page, shout out to them. They said Wendy's is currently going viral after people found out they're a MAGA company. Ooh, child. How many times have we gone over all of these companies that support Donald Trump? Now they just finding out that Wendy's is a supporter of Donald Trump. Now y'all not going to Wendy's. When y'all gonna stop using Amazon? Bueller, when are y'all gonna stop using Amazon? I'm not. Child, I don't have time for none of this shit. If I was gonna stop using Amazon, it's only because they're gonna start using more AI. But child, if y'all that work there don't care, I don't know why you think I'm supposed to care. Talking to Matt. MAGA company that are extreme Trump supporters, even though they pretend to be the cool brand. Who the fuck even goes to Wendy's? Bueller, I don't go to none of these places. I go to Starbucks, and we know that they support. I believe they support Republicans. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going as much as I used to, but I'm still going. Who didn't know? I didn't know this about Wendy's, but who knew that Wendy's supported Donald Trump? I know Hobby Lobby does, because when I used to do crafting during the pandemic, which is when Trump was in office the first time, people were like, you shouldn't go to Hobby Lobby. Who are you talking to? I'm sorry, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? You never tell me where to spend money at. You will never tell me where to spend money at. Ever, never, no way. Child, I don't fall for people that I don't know's explanations for the reasons why they crazy. But you are crazy if you think that you're going to tell me where to spend my hard-earned money after I got it from the white man that I work for. I want you colors that are so deranged to stop working for your companies that support Trump too. Because let me tell you something. Most of those celebrities, in my opinion, allegedly, because I don't know, but I think so, but allegedly, because I don't know, but I know, but allegedly, that's out there at the award programs that be out here talking about, we hate Trump, we hate ICE, we hate white people, be voting right Republicans so they can keep all their damn money. I promise you they are. Enough of them. You think they want to give their money away? You think they want to give their money away? Yeah, you got George Clooney. Okay, I'm pretty sure that, he votes Democrat. But enough of them that just be in the audience that don't have nothing to say politically, they vote Republican, child, because they ain't trying to get no money to y'all. What you think Steph Curry do? Steph, right? What you think Steph Curry does? Remember when they was going to try to build that neighborhood, that pores? They was trying to give y'all a come up, maybe fake pores, over there wherever he live at in California. And he said, not here. So you think he voting Democratic? I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably not. Allegedly, but probably, but allegedly, okay? Y'all can be fooled where you want to. This is why you should not care about what these people think. You should care about what it is that you need and look at the policies that are set forth and what it is that you're looking for and what best aligns with your dumb asses. But instead of doing that, you're going to try to be performative and talk about you got all these problems with all these MAGAs and all these white people knowing damn well the person that you're working for is white. Whoever's at the top is white. Whoever is at the top is white. And you ain't got nothing to say about none of that. You ain't got nothing to say about those MAGAs, those Republicans, those white people, those conservatives. All right, y'all. Never tell me where to spend my money, motherfuckers. Not y'all. You know what I'm saying? Never, ever. All right? And if I could work for ICE, I'm too old. I'm too old. I go work for ICE. Y'all ain't. No, I wouldn't. I'm just playing. I would not, okay? But all the strong independents, go work for ICE. If they're starting you at 6, and you got, if you have 0, and you could possibly get 6, why would you not? Oh, because the colored crew is telling you not to do it? Because it's allegedly white supremacy, or because Donald Trump is the president? What y'all gonna do when JD Vance becomes president? What y'all gonna do when JD Vance becomes president? What y'all gonna do? Continue to have these meltdowns? Let me read this shit. Sorry, y'all. So Wendy's pretends to be cool. So Wendy's can't. So if you're a MAGA, if you're a Republican, you can't be cool. Y'all so ignorant. They pretend to be the cool brand and progressive on their social media accounts. People are now starting to boycott them. I support it. I support it. Boycott them, child. Boycott them now. All right. First of all, your fat asses probably don't need to be going to Wendy's to begin with. Now, I did work at Wendy's, y'all. I forgot. Those shakes were amazing. Thick as fuck. So good. Chocolate, so good. Remember you could go to Wendy's, Generation X, and you could get food, I think, off of $1 menu or something, or you could get 2 fours. I would get nuggets. Their nuggets are pretty good. And fries. It was a small fry. And get a shake. And it was less than $5. Good times. I mean, I could eat that shit then because I was young with a high metabolism. I don't eat that shit now. But Wendy's ain't never done with nothing to me. Now, McDonald's got the best fries, but I take a Wendy fry. I take a small Wendy fry and a small 4-piece nugget or whatever it is, and I'll chow the fuck down. I will. I'm just saying. Oh, was it the 4 for $4? Okay, 4 for $4. 4 for $4. I don't know if I got 4. Maybe I gave it to my kids or something. But yeah, I haven't been to Wendy's in forever. You know why though? It's because it looks so dirty on the inside. I'm like, I want to eat here. But the funny thing is that I will go to a Chinese place and it'd be dirty on the inside. Windows be filthy. I eat there. Don't judge me, okay? I'm just saying. I admit to everything, okay? Anyway, let me see. It says, "Damn, I'm so disappointed to learn Wendy's is MAGA. Goodbye forever, Wendy." Child, nobody cares. Finding out Wendy's is big MAGA sad. And they over here, because it says top recent politicians funded Donald Trump and then Marco Rubio. And then over here, because I guess they pulled the donations that they make. Yeah, it looks like because they donate to and support Donald Trump from that perspective. So whatever, child. Let me read some of these comments. It says, when the napkins stopped being yellow, that's when I got suspicious. Their napkins were yellow, though. Wendy's didn't pay attention to Target. Another to add to my list. Yeah, child. Y'all keep the list. Dang it. But I'm going healthy anyway, so shouldn't be a problem. There you go. Who believes that? I don't. I boycott every company who dismantled their DEI policies because that was clear code. I have had Wendy's in 2 years. And I left T-Mobile after 21 years. They asked why I left them, and I told them because you left me first. I support it. Who eats at Wendy's? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But whatever. Wendy's ain't been good since they turned red. People still won't acknowledge Apple and give up their iPhones. Who cares? And I'm not. Child, this might be the sign that I need to really go get that phone today. Okay. And I'm not. 90% of all American corporations are run by conservative white men, and no one should be surprised that the franchise that sells red rum food are PDF file supporters. Let's just make some shit up that sounds good so that y'all can get all incensed again. And these are the people that fall for the shit. Y'all, I support it. Boycott them all. Let me know where y'all eating at and where you're getting your shit from, though. Okay, like I'm not saying that Wendy's is necessary. Of course, fast food is not good for any of us. But y'all, when your kids want something, what y'all gonna do? Look into McDonald's. Maybe they got the same thing. I want these colored crew, because I know y'all will be here saying some ignorant ass shit in the comments. Go look up all of them, child, because I support it. Starbucks is on there too. All right, and just let you know, you can just cross them the fuck off. But I know y'all can't afford it anyway. So cross that the fuck off and put that on your list too. Give us the list. I want to know. Hobby Lobby's on the list. Hobby Lobby's on the list. Just to let y'all know. I believe Home Depot is on the list. It's a whole list. We already went over it. But what the hell do I know? Thank you, Boo. He said, if we're boycotting Wendy's, let's boycott until they bring back the salad bar. You and the salad bar. Ain't that what you said about the Pizza Hut? Which I have a video I got to do. I actually found some stuff on it. So I'm working on it. It's crazy. Shout out to you. Gene Lay says public record. Exactly. It's out there. That's why I said, when y'all giving up Amazon? I'm waiting for the Amazon boycott. I promise you I'm waiting for the Amazon boycott. I don't see him talking about that in here. Now Wendy's wants to be quiet because Wendy don't give a fuck about y'all. No more Wendy's. They've been saying this about Wendy's. They were in that list when the Target protest started, but folks didn't want to listen. Thank you, Miss J. Lewis. Exactly. None of this is new. Y'all just be selectively outraged whenever you feel like it because social media page told you something and they ain't look into it. But anyway, whatever. So yeah. So don't go to Wendy's, y'all. Don't go to Wendy's. Just FYI. Moving on, child. Moving on. So I got to go to Dr. T.S.R. Johnson, who had a premiere this morning that was about when your mother hides your father from you. So shout out to him. I'm pretty sure he does not have a problem with me using his video. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, but fair use anyway. I put in here that Mike Love gave me $1,000. Shout out to Mike Love. Because honestly, after all these super chats, he probably has that and much more. But let me put Prodigal in here. And then I am going to read this, y'all, because this is half damn crazy, of course, but what isn't? So I kind of pushed it forward a little bit to where it starts at. Yeah, and we're going to hear the first TikTok video. When your mother hides your father from you.
Where they get into that. Now, the first one's a little bit long. It's about 4 minutes. But this woman is going to talk about her experience with her particular family. And we're going to look at what exactly that looks like. So let's check it out.
Lying about the biological identity of one's parents is abusive. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I'm a licensed psychotherapist. Many years ago when I was in grad school, I did a dissertation study for my doctoral program about African-American women who were psychologically abused by their parents while growing up. And one of the themes that I did not expect would come out of interviewing these women, but which came up a lot, was there's been quite a few Black women apparently who have who their mothers specifically lied to them about the identities of their father. They
lied about who your daddy is. No, they do that. Where they do that at?
They lied to them, or they withheld the identities of their fathers, and they sort of dangled it as a carrot over their head, like maybe I'll tell you one day, or they would sort of make up these sort of magical, whimsical stories.
I said, Auntie, I'm getting ready to go talk to
lying about the biological.
All right, sorry.
What kind of shit is that? I believe it. Absolutely believe it. I'll tell you one day if you deserve to know. Maybe I'll tell you, or just lie and just don't be telling nobody. Just don't be telling nobody who their damn real father is. What kind of shit is that? Shout out to Smokey. Shocking. Yes, shocking. Shocking. But the community, Black women don't do anything to support anything, right? Because while I don't necessarily know people directly who have been kept away from their father and stuff like that, I've listened to you all talk. Specifically over here with Kofa. He always talks about stuff like this. I heard this morning. I said, I know you effing lying, even though I know not. But do you think they will admit it in order to move on? See, these are the types of things that the community could be working on instead of focusing on Donald fucking Trump, so we can figure out what the hell is going on within said community, so we don't keep making the same mistakes and don't move anywhere and don't move forward and then stay in the same damn spot and then blame somebody else. So whose fault would this be? Your daddy wasn't shit. Of course he wasn't shit, but you chose an ain't shit nigga, clearly, right? Forget all that, child. Forget all that.
Some technical issues here. Oh, crap.
When I was in grad school,
All right. So one of the things I wanted to get at, and I didn't mean to click on the other one, I wanted to talk a little bit about a few differences in this particular narrative. Now, she's talking about mothers who lied about the identity. So not necessarily telling a series of lies about, somebody everybody believes to be the father. But in this instance,
enough of the time, from my understanding, is that even if they do be lying about who the damn father is, the family go along with it, like the aunties and the moms and the grannies and all that. How the hell you go along with some shit like that? Yeah, I'm lying. There actually has been people who have come through, like kids that nobody knew about, at the funerals of some uncles. I forgot. They going on the glory, as they say. In the middle of the funeral, all of a sudden, some kid comes out of nowhere talking about that was my daddy. And it'd be like, what? Who knew? Now, whether he was taking care of them or not is a totally different story. 2 uncles have had that happen at their funerals. And both times I was a kid, but I was like, ooh, what in the hell? And then, they don't be trying to give up no tea. But what I seem to know and understand is that everybody seemed to know, yeah, she lived on over there on such and such street. Yeah, she was over there, but her mother wasn't shit. No, Meemaw took care of this, that, and the third. Yeah. Aunties knew. They took her some clothes when it was time for school to start. Yeah, DNA test now. But if you don't know, or no one is telling anyone, you know what I'm saying? Now he done gone on the glory, and now all of a sudden people want to start talking only because some child that nobody knew about finally came out of the blue, came out of the damn woodwork. Child, that is crazy.
Of the father, the presence, the lack thereof, so on and so forth. So let's see.
About African-American women who were study for my doctoral program about African-American women who were psychologically abused by their parents while growing up. And one of the themes that I did not expect would come out
she's saying psychological abuse. I know it, but she's specifically talking about this situation. So shout out to her for that. But child, I know it.
Interviewing these women, but which came up a lot was there's been quite a few Black women apparently who have who their mothers specifically lied to them about the identities of their father. They either lied to them or they withheld the identities of their fathers, and they sort of dangled.
Imagine finding out that your father is not really your father because you in a hospital looking for a kidney to be donated, or a lung, child, whatever it is that you can have donated from your parent, or it seems to be found out a lot when you need blood, and then they just be like, excuse me, there's no way that this person could be related to you because this blood combination does not go together. Imagine finding out at that point in your life. That's crazy. Ridiculous. Thank you, Gen Z. She said, I still feel bad for that woman who was devastated to learn that her mammy kept her father away and lied about his intentions, and he passed away before she could receive closure. That might be the last video, child. There's 3 videos on here that he did, and that might be the one. I'm not familiar with any of these videos, but all of this is crazy. It's crazy. Thank you so much, Boo. I appreciate you.
As a carrot over their head, like maybe I'll tell you one day, or they would sort of make up these sort of magical, whimsical stories for years and years, and like the stories would change. He's a sailor, he's a pilot, he's this, he's that, he's any number of people. And a Black woman that I interviewed and talked about how they were tormented by this because it's it's always an aspect of themselves that they're looking for. They're always trying to find their father. They're trying to find out where they belong. They're trying to find.
Now, this can also lead to a certain type of superhero syndrome too, because as a child, you're always going to pick out the most dramatic and enticing elements of fantasy when it comes to the absent father, the absent parent, really. So if you're saying to your child one day he's a pilot, the next day he's an astronaut, he's this and that, well, there's no question that at some point a child is going to fabricate their own idea. Now, when it comes to girls doing this can be a problem because it can mean that the men they eventually start to deal with have to live up to these kind of unrealistic, fantastical ideas.
You know, these heifers don't be thinking about the future for these children either, which we know because these people don't care about these damn kids. First of all, which is I forget what it's called, but oh shit, what is it called? Like when you're growing up and how you need the opposite parent, right? So the female child needs the male father, and then the male child needs the mother, okay? Which the ideal should be all in the same home, obviously. But you know, that shit that y'all want to say don't make sense. Pick me, mammy, pick me, mammy. You'll probably have more stable kids instead of them over there trying to beat up their grandmother, which is probably your mother, but I digress. Instead of providing stable environments for your children to grow up in and have both mothers and fathers so that when they need one or the other, they can go to said parent. No, that's just crazy talk. I told y'all, when my kids need something to do with cars, breakdowns, tires, don't come to me, child. What you got me for? Go see your father. That's what they do. They want to know something about money, credit, fix it, how to get it, the job, resume, what should I do, where should I apply? That's all me. That's all me. So then they will come to me about that shit. Now, mind you, they come to me for too much. But I'm just saying, there's certain things that there's a man for, but I know that's gender specific. And that's not allowed. You shouldn't be teaching your kids that. I absolutely do. And I say every time you go buy a car, you better find a man to go with you to do it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm never going to buy. I've bought a car once by myself. But every other time, a man is coming with me, whether it was my husband or my father's, one of them. Y'all go ahead. Go do that shit. Go do that shit. Then when you're on the side of the road too, who you gonna call? Oh, do it by yourself, remember? I could do it all by myself. Your kids need both of their parents. I don't care. If you chose a bum, that's a you problem. That don't mean that they don't get to see them. That means that you effed up and now you got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. Y'all don't make no sacrifices for your kids. That's half of the problem right there. Because that little gremlin that's there with the granny, that mother, even if she working, I don't give a shit. First of all, it comes a time where grandparents are too old to be watching your funky ass kids. I said that. I meant that. Now I'm gonna need me, Ma, to be grown enough to say, don't bring your funky ass kids. Because I got no problem with saying it. I ain't got time. If I got time, well, I'll do it. If I don't, I'm not changing my plans for you. Hire a babysitter, hire a kid, because I don't get paid for that shit. Not that I'm asking to, but child, I tell you, these people don't even say, you know what? Let me take you to lunch. Nothing. All right. Fine, right? Cool. When I say no, it's no. When I'm going, it's going. You be going too much. Ain't no such thing, cha. Ain't no, you decided to have these kids. When I had we wasn't going no damn where. Sit your funky ass down till your kids is raised. Oh, you doing all by yourself? Well, then you should go to their father. I don't know why y'all be giving these ninjas passes. Let them see their fucking kids. That's where you get your breaks from. We wasn't taking all that pleasure when you was making them kids. So why I gotta be responsible for them crumb snatchers? That don't even make sense. It never made sense to me, y'all. It never made sense to me. Even when we had issues, come get them. Y'all, I'm not keeping you away from there. None of these brats. We made them together. We still taking care of them. Come get them. Get them. Take them. What? That sounds crazy. Let me be a pick-me. No, I think it's common fucking sense because I didn't make them by myself. Well, I'm taking care of them by myself. No, ma'am. No, sir. Y'all out of your minds. Y'all out of your minds.
That a child created in response to being lied to, and you got to kind of look at the angle of that. So, seeing how it impacts us is still important. Here we go.
That other half of that family that they've never been allowed to connect with, and their mother is sort of lying about it. And it could be.
I didn't even think about that. Imagine if they don't even know the other side of their family. So this can happen, right? And then they end up getting to know each other. I told y'all. Yeah, my uncle had a son that I never knew about. And we was looking at each other at the mall one day and they finally found out and said, that's your cousin. And I was like, y'all saying that like we supposed to know. Y'all saying this shit like we were supposed to know. You need to know the other side of your family. You need to know who's in your family and stuff like that so that things like that don't happen. But no, y'all, a lot of Black people would like to hide shit and don't want to talk about it. but you want to be worrying about Donald Trump. We got enough shit that we need to talk about, deal with, get over, work through, and things like that so that we don't F it up for the rest of the damn future. Can we walk and chew gum at the same time? Absolutely, but y'all ain't walking and chewing. Y'all ain't walking and chewing. All right, I got it. I got my email up. I'll take a look at it in a second. Y'all can only be focused on one damn thing. Now y'all sitting up here worrying about fucking Wendy's. I promise you Wendy's ain't worried.
Any number of reasons, but it was also a form of manipulation, right? In that they would tell them these lies and, you know, just sort of lead them on. And there wasn't really any clarity around why their mothers would do that. But they talked about, you know, just sort of feeling tormented by that. And, you know, they grew up in an abusive family. You know, a lot of times what abuse victims will look for is like any semblance of hope. And so maybe there's some semblance of hope in the family that they don't know or they never got to know,
right?
Unfortunately. And so
that's that heroic, superheroic, fantastical element I was kind of talking about. You know, pushing for some kind of hope, but doing so from fantasy, and that's, you know, that usually goes someplace left.
This TikTok or this video is specifically for people that their parents intentionally withheld the identity of the other parent. And I don't like to mention names on here, but there's actually a TV show that was on a few years ago about and you got to see this play out actually in real time with a woman who did this to her daughter. And again, the narrative was very similar in that she was sort of, dangled it as a carrot, and the narrative around her father would always change, and it would be.
Can you imagine in certain scenarios the kind of
what TV show is that? I don't know what you're talking about. She said there was actually a TV show, and if this was made on March 2025, I don't know what that show is. Do y'all know?
Attempt that a young girl growing up without her father can develop for men because of his absence. You know what I mean? And not necessarily.
Yeah. Obviously, you learn how to deal with a man from your father, I would hope, right? That's how you learn. That's who you learn from. So if your father's a jackass, then you might find a jackass, but hopefully he's okay. And then you know what to look for, right? I would hope that, you typically find someone that's similar to your father in normal circumstances. Shout out to Generation X. Kennard, not married to. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, sir. Can you be serious, please? Because I would definitely say that my husband is similar to my stepfather. Probably similar to my stepfather in many ways. But if you're not even gonna have him around, then have a man around. Then who are they supposed to go? Who are they supposed to act like? When they going to look for a man, because it's eventually going to happen. When they go and seek a relationship, and then you got all this failure, all this failure. Like, I want to know, like, what is what would y'all consider a long-term relationship? Like, because I feel like some people be like, it's been a long time. It's been 6 months. Child, what? It's been 30 days. Remember that one of those shows we was watching? It's like, oh, it's been 30 days, and I want him to marry me. Girl, what? 30 days? Not 10 minutes. Goodbye, sir. I cannot. 18 years. That's definitely a long-term relationship. 30 years plus is definitely a long-term relationship. But that's us being pick-me's, y'all. Don't worry, that's us being pick-me's. Maybe not people who know how to, be in a relationship and work through issues and problems and stuff like that. Couldn't be near none of that, right? It just got to be a pick-me type of thing all damn time. Y'all be like, oh, this is solidified after 15 minutes or 10 minutes, like Kevin said. Y'all ain't even interested in no long-term shit. Y'all just think everything's supposed to jump off on day one. You should be paying for my hair. You should be paying for my nails. You should be paying for my house. I just saw that video. You should be paying for my, what was it? A $900 rent payment. Okay. Y'all just be out here saying shit. It don't even make no damn sense.
Taking into account that the mother is lying to her, but just the
people I've seen this on national television, and it's just sort of this torment of like, where do I fit in? Where do I belong? Because like my mother has been telling me all these years that I don't belong with her. I can't connect with her. I'm just always searching for that other side of myself, and that's a real sore spot for a lot of people. And this video isn't necessarily for people who, you know, were fostered or adopted and things like that. That can be a bit different unless you're actively seeking and then someone knows and they're keeping that, whatever the case may be there. But I'm talking about, you know, people that just grew up normally and were raised by a single parent or something of that nature, and their parents maliciously or just you know, use that as a point of manipulation, you know, and it would always be something on television, and even in the study that I did with these women, that they were always sort of begging for that piece of information, even if it was bad. They could deal with it. I just want to know, you know, and it would be like, no, I'm not telling you, or I'm going to tell you what I want to tell you, which is not even close.
Imagine manipulating your own kid. Like, yeah, I'm gonna manipulate you. I'm gonna manipulate you for sure when it comes to whether you getting dessert. Okay. You know, damn well I ain't got no dessert for your ass. All right. Eat all your food, I give you some dessert. Yeah, all right. I want you to eat all your food. But we're talking about something detrimental. You don't even know the other side of who the hell it is that you are. You don't even know who your father is. You don't know that side of the family. You don't know who your relatives are. That's a whole part of your damn life that you don't know. Child, y'all can know all these crazy people, and I'm gonna let you know that they're crazy, right? This is what I said to my kids. Listen, they all crazy. I'm gonna let you know that right now. But you'll figure out who's what, when, where, and how. We're not gonna be around this one because I already know what they do to children. Specifically boys, but we'll just go ahead and we'll just stay away anyway. You know, Uncle Chester, the low mester, y'all know. Even though they allow him to come around, y'all know. Sure.
Yeah, that's definitely cruel. There's no question about that. Now, some of you are familiar with, I believe his name is Arnez J, comedian. He talks about his mother lying about his father. Let's check it out.
I said, Auntie, I'm getting ready to go talk to Dad. And my aunt said, oh, you mean the man that raised you? What? What? Can you imagine as a grown up, you hearing that? Yeah. For the first time? I'm like, what? That wasn't your, she go, to talk to your mom. My world is, now you don't got my world just got blew up. I already don't look like nobody in the family. Then you tell me the man that raised me. I go to my mama and I said, Mama, I need to ask you a question before I leave. Please be honest with me. I said, Mama, is Daddy my real daddy? Tell you what she did. Boy, and walked off.
That's the equivalent of hush. Girl, hush. Boy, hush.
That's not an answer. It wasn't the answer you wanted to hear, but you got the answer.
Yeah, see, all of that attitude, we can definitely talk about that. That kind of dismissive, you know, you can't check me at.
So your mama's a hoe. That's what I get from that. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving, right? Absolutely. Answer the question. Stand on business. Stand on business. Answer the question. Child hush.
Attitude is one of the problems, I would argue, in the Black community. We've developed our idea about Black motherhood in such a manner where mothers can't be checked. Mothers can't be corrected. Mothers are above reproach. And because in too many instances, she doesn't have a husband who's been there the whole time, somebody she hasn't pushed out of the family at her whim, who can actually hold her accountable. There's nobody to hold her accountable. You know what I mean? So that kind of he confronted her directly about his father. Oh boy, please. And that's it. And I've seen a lot of that in my lifetime. It's real difficult to hold your mother accountable as her son. It's a rare man, especially the younger you are. It's rare to be able to do it. But that kind of dismissive lack of accountability is quite common when you come from a context where nobody can check her. And that's a cultural belief that we passed around in the community.
You know how she is. You know how she is. You know what the problem is, and you're going to allow it to continue to be the problem. Yeah, focus on Donald Trump, y'all. Focus on Trump.
Like, boy, going with that. I mean, that's not an answer.
Oh, he said it. Oh my God, he said it. Gone. That's one too. Gone.
Come from a context where nobody can check her. And that's a cultural belief that we passed around in the community.
Like, boy, going with that. I mean, that's not an answer. Yay or nay? Yes or no is the answer. Did you ask her again? Did you ever ask her again? No. Because I knew she wasn't going to answer. But did you know deep down? Did you know? No, I didn't. That's the problem. You have to realize, even as adults, a lot of times we don't get closure.
See, but we also talk about this.
But you got to also recognize and understand he must not have wanted to acknowledge that basically she answered the question without answering the question. That's how I see it. Oh, she answered the question without answering the question. So, like, y'all are saying somebody said if she's Sukiana of her day. Now, I'm not saying that she was a hoe, but y'all clearly doing some shit that you had no business doing and supported by others in the family. That's just like, child, if you don't hush, going with that. All these little brush you off, not answering the question, but answering the question, which maybe he didn't know when he was a kid, but, you know, because I'm assuming he was a kid. And so I wouldn't blame him for that. But now, child, I'm sure he knew.
Look what he just said. He said he didn't look like anybody else.
That's crazy.
And it still doesn't process. Still does not process to us that we've been lied to. That's the...
Do you know how many times, I'm sorry to interrupt, that grannies used to be able to say, that ain't your kid, just because she said so, and then people would just believe it. That ain't your kid. He don't look nothing like you. Knowing damn well they ain't got shit to do with shit. No how, no way. It's crazy. This is what the Black community is like. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying.
Strength of our dedication and belief in and to our mothers. So the capacity for some of these women to take advantage of that is unparalleled.
Mm-hmm. On things that mess with us when we were a child or that have been through our life. Right. And me being a loner like I was and like I still am in somewhat, but I have a great family. So I'm not alone. I have a great partner. Man, my wife.
Yeah, you can see a lot of pain on his face just then. A lot.
Oh, I thought he was happy because he has a wife, but at least he was able to make a family. See, that's the thing as well that I feel like the community don't want to talk about. When you see that there's something that's wrong, you can say it's wrong and change it. Because honestly, that's what I did. The shit that I didn't like that my mother did to me, with me and with my sister, I resolved to not do it with my own kids. And I know I wanted to be a mother. There was not even a question. I only wanted to be a mother of one, but no shade against my second. But I knew I wanted to be a mother, but I knew that I didn't want to act like her. So that's why I changed a lot of things. I didn't change the yelling. I know, I acknowledge it, but so many more things, because I'm telling y'all, I still, no. That's not true. I do know from the other day when I called her and told her about the stuff that happened when I was visiting my dad last week or earlier this week. And when we got off the phone, she said she loved me, right? But I'm telling you, that's not something that she ever did. That's not something that she was ever a person to show affection or to say that she loved you or whoever. None of that. None of that. So I made sure that I changed that with my kids. I think I told y'all every time we get off the phone, you have to say, I love you. Like, you don't have to. It's ingrained in all of them now. So you get off the phone, you say, I love you. You leave, you say, I love you. Every single time. Every single time. And I love that. I love that. I'm going to make sure you're going to know that I love you. I just sometimes just send text messages randomly. Sometimes, I love you. Or just love you, or send a heart or something like that. Just, it's why would I be upset and embarrassed to tell my child that I love them? Like, what are we doing? Because if you got a problem, I do want you to come to me. I would like you to not wait till the last damn minute, which they do, but I need you to know that you can come and talk to me, that you can get help instead of going to people that don't know shit. Those people that you be talking to, that you be friends with most of the time, don't know shit. Or are you getting your fucking advice from TikTok? From those jackasses? No. Bring your ass to your parents. Okay? That's what we're here for. We'll talk you through it, help you, tell you what to do or whatever. And regardless of it all, unless it's egregious, you still loved regardless. Like, you're not going to come. I don't have sons, and I guess women can grape, right? You're not going to be arrested and go be accused of grape. And I'm going to sit around talking about not my baby. You're not going to sit here and allegedly hit my grandmother. And you think I'm going to sit up here and talk about not my baby. Nah, you're going to be taken on up out of here because you know damn well that you was taught respect. Y'all don't even teach your kids respect at minimum. That ain't got nothing to do with white people. That's got to do with respect for you, yours, your family, and people that look like you. Because y'all want us to be all outraged of people that look like us that work for ICE. Get your fucking gremlin together and then we can talk.
A lot of pain, being lied to, not being told the truth. And for what reason, really? I mean, we talked about this when I showed the other comedian a number of shows ago where he found out from his, his stepfather that he wasn't about.
Y'all said that Kirk Franklin had the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. Let me move this forward a little bit. So yeah, Gen Z, here is he has the girl, but thank you for sending the video. It's the same video.
No kind of accountability to be had. But let's check another story. See what this young lady has to say.
I'm about to be extremely vulnerable because this might help someone. I've never been this vulnerable online and like ever, okay? I believe you are as sick as your secrets, and saying things out loud helps free you. So my parents were married and then they had me. I guess their marriage was difficult, so they later got divorced. I don't know why, I don't know the details. All I know is that they separated. So I used to be with my mother 1 week and then I'll go be with my father the next week, okay? So back and forth. 1 week, my dad never showed up to come and pick me up. I sat by the door, literally waiting and waiting. He never showed up. The following week, I did the same thing. I did this for months, okay? He never came. So I felt so rejected, okay? I still quite literally turn into that little girl when I talk about it. It has.
Now, this is important, fellas. I want you to pay attention to how emotional she is about this. And this just goes to the point of what I was saying with Arnez and the pain in his face. This does not go away easily. People you're talking about things that happened decades ago, and the emotion is as raw as it was when it first happened. And this is quite common with a lot of people, unless you've had therapy and you really worked through a lot of this. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people believe they can just, walk it off. It can be this visceral. And if you get some new information or something changes, something recent takes place, you'd be surprised the kind of emotions that are still waiting under the surface because they've never been processed. So I just wanted to point out, if you just look at her, even both images of her, but you can see the pain in her face. And something that took place a long time ago, more than likely. There you go.
Changed the trajectory of my life, okay?
Yep.
So I didn't find out until literally recently as an adult that my father did not abandon me. My mother cut him off because she was afraid that he was going to take me from her. So I literally had to grow up without a father, thinking that my father didn't love me. So I would go on dating these men who were amazing to me. I've had wonderful relationships, and I would literally feel like the love was never enough because my father didn't love me. How could another man love me? So it just fucked me up, okay, like for good. So this is why I chose the man that I chose to have a baby with. Like everything truly makes sense. And my grandmother tells me this, and I was angry at my mom. Angry, okay? Because how dare you be that fucking selfish and not think of me? You don't think I wanted to have my father? I've forgiven her, now I've made peace with it. But that's why I feel so strongly about cutting parent or cutting the other person off.
One thing I will say about this, there's a lot of emotion around extreme situations like this. I'm honestly more concerned about the casual day-to-day situations like this. And what do I mean? Well, casual day-to-day meaning the mother who pushed the father out, took him to court, maybe even accused him of some type of abuse to his kids so that she can get custody, alimony, and child support, and made it difficult to see him, if he could see the kids at all, and then told the kids that he was a horrible father or that he didn't care for him, so on and so forth.
Now, I don't know. But do you really think that the issue was, I thought that he was going to take you away from me? So just say that that's the case, right? Just say that that the mom really thought that he was going to take her away, or take the kid away. So once the kid was old enough, you couldn't have said, go see your father. You couldn't have said, come get her. None of that. So that's why I kind of I call bullshit. That's just an excuse yet again, so that you don't have to take responsibility and accountability for keeping your kids away. And again, I don't understand that ever, never, ever, no way. I just don't get it. You gotta be abusive, like burning bed. Shout out to those that know, like burning bed or something like that. Other than that, come get them, child. Come get them. Cause ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that, right? Again, I ain't make this kid alone. Come get her. Come take care of her. We need this. We need that. She needs somebody to take her to this event. You can take her. How about that? Do people think about that? But like I told y'all, one of mine was in bowling and Girl Scouts. Child, that second one, she was in a lot of activities. And there were a lot of men in the Girl Scout troop that participated, right? It was a very big group, about 20 plus girls, but most of the people were married, so the fathers were involved. And child, they didn't mind doing stuff with the kids, especially during Girl Scout cookie season. They'd be out there together shooting the shit while the kids is there selling their Girl Scout cookies. That was an outing, like, for normal men, I guess. It was just like, all right, what we got to do? And then they would just go do it. Sign them on up. This is where you got to be. Because this is where we come in. The calendar. This is where you got to be. This is the time you got to be there. This is how long you got to be there. Take this, take that. This is where you got to go. This is how long you got to be there. Take this, take that. This is who's going to be with you, because they paired themselves up with who they would like. It was wonderful. Y'all are crazy. I don't understand. That is an important aspect of having a father for a kid as well. You can see that they can do stuff with you as well. That's what is it? Relationship building. You're participating in your kids' life. They see not only you, but then they see your friend's father there too, maybe sometimes 3 of them. And they see that you can participate at this level. It ain't always gotta be us doing this shit. It don't always have to be us. I was never of the, I gotta do it. For the shit that I had to do, yeah, I had to do it. Like figuring out what daycare they go to. That's what I need to do. Figuring out which school they need to go to. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do, okay? I didn't sign them up for the shit because I didn't think that they have a skill set level, and plus they need, you gonna do something. That's the other thing. You have to do something. I'm gonna let you choose. And if you don't, I will. Trust me, I will. And that cost us money to participate in that shit. That shit wasn't free. Y'all don't even want to take the time to make sure that your children can relate not only to their fathers, but child to the rest of the damn world. Then you got them disrespecting granny. If y'all think that shit is cute, then you want to keep them away? Well, what the hell are you doing to keep the kid away from the other parent? What is the scarcity? Why would they take them away? Because child, if you out here on the street, then that's a good reason to take the kid. I'm sorry. I don't want to have my kid on the street. I don't want to live in hotel, motel, Holiday Inn with the kid. I don't. I want you to have your own room. I would like stability, and I would like you to come home after school, do your homework, go outside and play, come eat dinner, let me check your homework, go to bed. Structure is important. Nobody thinks about that. Not nobody, but enough of these heifers don't think about that either. Structure, same shit over and over and over again. Yes, it's Groundhog's Day, but it's important for them to learn. You don't get to do whatever you want to do whenever it is that you want to do it. You have to follow this rule. You have to follow how this goes. And this is what you need to know in order to plan how life is going to go, know what you're going to do if something happens and your plans change. Nah, y'all don't want to do that. You would rather keep it chaotic, dangle over the kid's head that you know who their father is, but you don't want to tell them? I've lied to you about who your father is? I cannot imagine this shit. This is like a Tyler Perry damn movie or something. Didn't I say this is the same video, obviously. This is the same video that Gen Z sent to me. Thank you, boo. He said, Kofa told you so. I'm sad for her, but brothers, you have to dodge these women. There's nothing you can do to heal that hurt little girl that's in her. I don't know about that because I'm telling you, for enough people, we recognize this a lot sooner than maybe people think that we recognize that something don't make sense. Because that's why I told you, I was like, you think you're going to hit me and I'm supposed to sit here and take that? Yeah, no, that's not right. That's not how this goes. My grandmother would never and never has. So why do you think you get to do it? I'm telling you, my mother and I were probably more like sisters, not sisters as in the cool sisters, just thinking that the relationship was more like sisters than it was mother and daughter. I'm telling you, because child, I was not about to sit up here and think you told me about slavery, then you think you about to sit here and hit me? And then you think you're going to do this to my sister? No. So if people decide that they don't want to do anything about it, that's something different. But like I said, no, I'm like, I'm not taking this. We're not taking this into this life. We're not taking this into this family life over here. Child, not gonna be able to do it. So, do people even get to know this much about the people that they be with either? I don't even know if they take the time to even be knowing stuff like this. This is what I'm saying. Like, if you think a long relationship is a month, 10 days, 10 weeks, and you trying to get married, this is the type of shit that people don't be knowing. That's what I'd be like, you got to get to know somebody before you be saying that, we should be getting married or, we should be living together and all this other shit. Nah, y'all be hot in your ass. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to fuck all damn time. And then you get pregnant and then you see that everybody is crazy. So now you've created this great environment for this kid to live in. To be raised in the chaos, and then he out here graping people at 10:30 at night, and now you saying not my baby. Now I'm not saying that that's their situation with those people. I'm just saying. Did I get this one? I don't think so. Thank you, Kofi. He said a lot of women do this. I have a homeboy going through it right now. By the time the kid is old enough, the seed has been planted, and the child doesn't want to see the father. Not knowing mama alive. Guess that's why they gotta when you get older is to go and find out shit on your own. But people won't even look into anything. Let's be honest, a lot of people don't want to look into anything. But I'm saying that this is a problem in the community. That people don't want to address it. They want to sweep shit under the rug. Fuck that. Okay. That's why getting on them calls ain't no good, because I'm not going to be quiet. I'm be like, well, why would you say that? Look, that's disrespectful to your nephew, to my nephew, to your grandson, to my nephew. That's disrespectful. He's made his decision. We need to support him, not say some shit about, somebody need to talk him out of it. No. Let that young man go into the military. I'm sure he didn't make that decision lightly. And then that's when I'm like, my dad had to make a decision. You're either going to go to jail, die, or go into the military. And we know that there's plenty of people that have plenty of young black men that have made that decision. But you know what? You still here today. That's why you got to be selective with who the fuck it is that you know and who you bring into your life. Because there's enough people that will say the military is racist. I'm gonna ask y'all, where ain't it racist? How many times do I say that? Well, where ain't it racist? Because I know all of my uncles have afforded a wonderful, wonderful life. But money ain't everything. Oh yeah, all of a sudden, because it's the military, money ain't everything. But when you over here run off at the mouth, money is everything. Make that make sense, right? So everybody should be all concerned about the 300,000 that were laid off, and it's all racism, and everybody should be concerned. Yeah. Y'all concerned. Y'all need to be concerned, okay? You turn over here to ICE agents that are black, that are making a living, in a legal way, doing what needs to be done for the country, of which y'all didn't have shit to say when it was anybody since 2003 up until now. Now, all of a sudden, it's evil. Like I said, y'all didn't even know what ICE was outside of what goes into your drink as of 2 years damn ago. Now, all of a sudden, it's this fake-ass outrage, and everybody's supposed to follow behind your bullshit. Well, I want y'all to remember this now that your girl from the squad, the progressive far left, whatever her name is saying that reparations needs to be given to illegals allegedly suffering, because that's just as broad, yeah. When you hear that, I think back to the social media thing. That's just as broad as saying that social media caused that girl to have all these problems, body dysmorphia, depression, and whatever the other one was. And she needs money. Now she get $3,000. And then that sets the precedent for everybody else to say, my kid too, my baby, my baby. It won't be not my baby now. It's going to be but my baby. Now all of a sudden, it's everybody's babies that's been affected so they can get some money. I don't know what I'm talking about, child. Anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate you, boo. Prince Elian in the building. Thank you so much, boo. He said there are 3 basic fundamentals every adult and child needs in order to be functional and success in life: boundary, structure, and discipline. I don't think any of those things are on the list anymore, chat. I gotta be honest with you. I don't think many of those are any of those. I gotta say any boundaries, which means that you don't attack your grandmother. You definitely don't talk. Child, just thinking about it pisses me off all over again. Because let me tell you something. If you be disrespectful to my grandmother, you will have one less kid when you come back. You have one less kid when you come back. But child, y'all don't even discipline your kids to tell them not to be disrespectful. That is words, that is tone, that is attitude, that's all that. That's all. You are a child. You do not do this to an adult. If you got a problem with an adult, then you better be bringing it to me and let me handle it. Let your father handle it. Let somebody else handle it. That's not your place. They don't know their place. And we already know they ain't getting no damn discipline. That's how you can get out after y'all, you're never going to have me say that it's okay that you've been accused of grape and you should get out. I don't care. That's not normal. I told y'all, Sonny boys have been accused of grape, not stealing Hubba Bubba, not throwing eggs at somebody's house that they don't like, not kicking at somebody's door and running away. I don't know, dumb things that kids do, and you can say kids do that dumb shit. Even stealing a bike, okay? One of them old ass, funky ass bikes, and you go and you steal it. They find out what they used to do is say, you're going to return this, you're going to apologize, and you're going to acknowledge what the hell it is that you did. What do they do now? They freaking hide out their damn kids. Not even their kids, but adults, right? We got signs all over the tri-state area, well, specifically in Pennsylvania and Philly, where they'll have a picture of whoever it is that they're looking for, reward offered, crime committed, something along those lines. They had a full picture up there. Sometimes they had a name. They got all the information. Come to find out that some of them, not all, be in the basement of the mama's house and be in the second room up in the attic of the house. They be hiding them out. They be giving them money. They be sending them to some other family member. Your Sonny boy has been accused of red rum. Where's that normal? Where's that normal? Child, let my child be like, I was accused of red rum. Child, well, when you turning yourself in, child, because that's crazy. That's crazy. What happened? Child, what happened? Child, you better go on, because child, if they come find your ass and then they take you out, I don't know what you want me to do about that. You got to face the music. Was you there? Oh, you was there? Oh, so you was hanging out with them people. Now, you know damn well I told you you were part of the people that you hang around with, and you decided to hang around with these assholes anyway? You better go on over there. You better go on over there, child. Because they come looking for you, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be worse for you if you don't go. You better go. You better go voluntarily, because they come looking for you. It's going to be a difference. No such thing as boundary structure and discipline. No, that's acting white. Prince Elian, what? That's acting white. You sound like you're a white supremacist over there. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. Romello in the building. Thank you, boo. He said, cold world. My mother was adopted and didn't know that her mother was alive, nor having cousins and uncles on that side till I graduated high school. Well, I guess when you get adopted, which I know absolutely nothing about adoption, I guess you'd have to want to go look for your biologicals, right? Because they done already gave you up. And honestly, child, get these kids up for adoption. Drop them off at the, the hospital or the fire station. Because y'all be putting babies in toilets and suitcases, child. Unnecessary torture just because you're a jackass. Sorry to hear that for your mom, though. But that's another reason why you got to talk about who the hell it is that you related to, because then you go and you get with someone that's really related to you, have a kid, and they're ret. That's because your family didn't tell you. That happens too. I don't know, that used to happen a long time ago. Y'all out here effing around and you having ret babies. Now the rest of us got to suffer. Ciao. Maurice Manhattan, thank you so much, and I appreciate you. He said, joining the Army at 19, one of the smartest moves I've ever made. It's still paying off for my family and myself to this day. Shout out to all the veterans. We support veterans around here. And I'm pretty sure that probably was the case for a couple of uncles as well. With if you don't go into the military, then you will either be in jail or you'll be dead. Those are your choices. Because honestly, was there a ton of choices? I'm going to say if I'm born in 71, then he was probably 40, born in 40 or something, 40, 50s. What do you think? What you think the opportunities were then? Probably not much. That's probably one of the best options that, black men had. That's the white man's army. That's the racist man's army. All right, y'all. Where do y'all work? Is there any racism there, Bueller? Don't mean that you have to see it. Oh, and don't forget, if you work for a white person, if there's a white person at the top, y'all need to quit today because you cannot be taking money from white people. All right? Listen, this is black people logic. This is black people logic. The ICE agents can't work for ICE because of Trump. He white. So then that means that y'all shouldn't work for white people. Don't go to Wendy's. Wendy's is racist because they support Republicans. All these dumbass things that make no dumbass sense, which probably is the reason why 2053 worked absolutely nothing. But y'all, what the hell do I know? But thank you so much, sir. Shout out to all the veterans. We appreciate veterans around here. Thank you, Alu. Up in here, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Let me see what else, if anything, is on this.
That to me is far more common than than a lot of the other circumstances we talk about. And it's normal because the extremes are a bit more rare. Here we go.
Don't get to fucking do that. You don't, okay? Because like I said, it scarred me. And now my father is dead. And it haunts me for the rest of my life.
Oh, shit. That's a different story. Damn, the dad is dead? Yeah. Listen. I'm a proponent of if you got to cut them off, then you got to cut them off, right? Even if it's your mama, even if it's your auntie, and sometimes your granny. If you got to cut them off, you got to cut them off. I'm fortunate and blessed as hell to have the best grandmothers ever in life, which, in my opinion, I feel like helped me be, who I am today, given everything that happened with my mom, right? But, sometimes, like Kufa says, the grannies are the problem too. And I'm not saying that my grandmothers didn't keep any secrets. I'm pretty sure they did. I have no doubt whatsoever. I don't have the knowledge of it, so I'm not going to hold, I can't speak to it and hold it against them as far as my perspective is concerned, right? But I'm going to say how they treated and took care of me was exceptional and amazing. And the best part of my life, was the time with them, which is why I made sure that my children, because we lived away, not in the same town. They lived in the same town. We moved because of the military. That made sure that my kids stayed with my grandmother for a week every summer at minimum. Of course, we go down for holidays, but a week you with them so they could get that type of experience. Now, it rubbed off on the older one, probably because she was older, maybe not so much on the younger one, but it's not like I didn't, try. I want to make sure that you get the same wonderful experience that I have. And then there's some traits that my oldest daughter has taken on from my grandmother as well. And I love to see it. And she acknowledges that. And I love that. I'm happy about stuff like that. So people who try to keep their family members away from their family members for dumb reasons, but then when they should have them around, nobody would. It's so ass backwards. Everything is either what's right is wrong, what's wrong is right, and to believe that shit is crazy talk to me. It's just crazy talk. It's so unnecessary. Like I said, more shit that needs to be taken care of within the community than worrying about what's going on outside of it. But you can't tell them nothing. Thank you, Boo. He said, I'm a black agent for white supremacy talking points. Join the club, child. Join the club. Ditto. Come on.
Because I literally grew up thinking he didn't want me. That wasn't the case. He was coming. They were returning him. And I was sitting there by that door waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and he never showed up. And I hope this brings me some type of closure because it literally eats at me all the time, still to this day.
Okay, let me say this.
Now, this woman still has some issues, in my opinion. This woman still, it's over, basically. Shout out to Dr. Tia Son Johnson. But that woman still has some issues. She probably need to see somebody or something, because that's a lot. But good luck to her, because you got your freaking mom just lying to you, just telling you that you're not. I don't understand it, y'all. I just don't understand it. I just feel like you didn't make these kids by yourself. Then you shouldn't raise them by yourself by keeping people away. Now, it's something different if, you can't force anybody to want to do something, right? You can't force someone to want to be a parent, right? We know that we have we have single dads in here. Shout out to all the single dads, right? That don't be like, oh, I need money, or be begging the government and all this. Y'all just do the shit, all right? A lot of good dads in here. But you're in my opinion, you're not supposed to just do it by yourself. I don't even know why you would want to. Maybe that's the strong, independent woman shit. I don't know what it is. But I am a firm believer in, we made these kids together. Come get her. Come get her, okay? I don't even care. I don't care. Figure it the fuck out, okay? Oh, well, what about this? What about this? That ain't my problem. I figure it out. You figure it out, all right? But we should work together, of course. I'm not saying to be difficult. We definitely should be working together. We should be working together to make sure that the kid gets what the hell it is that they need. I don't have to like you. You don't have to like me, but we made the damn kids together. We got to do what we got to do in order to make sure that they're straight. That's it. That's all. So get over yourself, right? Everybody, get over yourselves and do the right thing. And whatever you need to do for the kid, like, it's about the damn kid. You can't be selfish all the damn time. It's not about you. I'm telling y'all, once you have a fucking kid, it ain't about you no more. These bitches that be on here talking about, nobody ask about me. They're not gonna. Nobody gives a fuck about you once you have a kid. You want them to keep caring about you? Don't have kids. It's over for you once the kid comes. But then y'all think they're supposed to care about you forever. Yeah, no, the cuteness runs out, y'all. Somebody said something about the last one that was just born. What they say? What was this? They said, what is his name? I said, it's like, you don't know. I'm like, listen, the kid is new. What do you want from me? What do you want? It's not my kid. Shit, don't feel bad for me. I mean, don't come for me. That ain't my problem. Shit, I know it's a boy. I got that part right. What do you want from me? I know his name though, but I'm just saying, like, it was like, as soon as he was born, he's only not even 2 months old. Like, what do you want from me? He's new. Shit. Thank you, Night J. She said, this is why I forgave my female bio unit for me. That's what you got to do, right? It's exactly what you got to do. And that's why I said, like, for me, I already knew. Me and my sister have talked about it enough. Me and my sister have talked about it ad nauseum. She used to send me the articles to try to understand what the hell was wrong with our mom. And she crazy, of course, but she fine. She's a successful person and everything. Like, it's like, all right, what was, okay? And I did what I did, and I don't feel bad about it. People be like, oh, don't you feel bad you fought your mom? No, she should feel bad that she ever laid hands on me when it was unnecessary. I don't give a fuck what I was doing. All right? You didn't try to resolve it. You didn't try to solve it. You ain't try to do nothing to make it better. So no, I don't. And I limit my time. Yeah, I limit my time. I know what the limit is. 3 days. Sometimes 2. 3 days. All right? And clearly, no, that wasn't even her that gave me a hard time or that was talking crazy on the call. It was my aunt last time. So, but I'm not going to just let y'all say anything either, because I feel like they also think that just because we are the children that were young when they were older, the nieces and nephews that were young when they were older, that they don't acknowledge the fact that we are adults and just think that you can still talk the same way from when you were older and we were younger. Does that make sense what I'm saying? I feel like they don't recognize, like, child, I got a whole ass family, whole ass kids, like all this shit. You think you're going to talk to me like I'm still 13? Like, I'm still 9 years old. Yeah, nah, we're not doing that around here. What the hell y'all think this is? I am an adult too, and I have my own opinions and I have my own thoughts, and I will do what the hell I want because I done created this whole damn family around here. I think they think that too. And they don't be acknowledging, like, yeah, these people are grown and showing us the respect of the fact that we are adults and we are grown and we ain't asking you for shit and we ain't wanting shit from you and we are handling it as best we can, whatever that means for us. That's it. That's all. Yeah, we're not 12. No, you're not going to shush me and poo-poo me away, you know, like that. No. Oh, you want to politic it up? Because we can politic it up. And they hate it every single time. And I love that for them. I love that for them. Oh, yeah? What they do for ya? But I could have swore that you said that them Democrats ain't never did shit for black people. And now all of a sudden you want Democrats to be like this? Something just ain't right. What they do for ya? Oh, they can't stand me. I don't give a fuck. Just like around here, I'm going to say what I got to say, period, point blank. You don't like it, scroll the fuck up. Shout out to Take Heed to the Message. Shout out to Switchblade. Thank you so much. He said, what's up, Auntie? What's up to you? Thank you so much for your generosity. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of y'all being here. I told y'all I probably wasn't going to get to Anton and Stephen A. Smith today because it's 2.5 hours, y'all. Woo, Lord help your people. I was a little later today, but I knew I would be late today. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow because I gotta do. Flacco did his weekly Corey takedown, which I love. Okay, so tomorrow I will schedule Anton. It might be later, y'all, because tomorrow is Palm Sunday. We shall see. So look out for the notification. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to all y'all. Thank you so much for your support. Shout out to Prodigal has returned. Shout out to Switchblade. Shout out to Kofa. Very generous of you all today. I appreciate you. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. If you're on replay, hype the video. If you're not on replay, hype the daggone video. I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe later tonight. Maybe I'll do it tonight. We'll see. I don't think I have anything to do. We shall see. So maybe I'll do it tonight. We shall see. All right. I appreciate y'all. I see you all in the next one.